All right, so
All right.
Dante annoyed Miscune, and Miscune sealed his mouth shut.
Excellent.
We negotiated with him with contracts, and he translated the notes. One of them was a note from supposedly from Loki. I can just repost it because I'm not going to read through it.
That's fine.
But we got that note translated. And then he left after he told Kurgis he was expecting him to call in his favor eventually. The party goes to the river after remembering the river Rhine said to follow the river to stay safe, and it was treacherous as Kurgis and Barry are trying to avoid getting sucked into a vortex. Kurgis eventually gets pulled into the vortex, so Wen jumps in after him, and we appear in front of the river Rhine's house with his three sisters. He stops the vortex so we can swim out, and then we climb out into a mountaintop, come to a village of Cyclops that are living in the mountains who seem to worship Loki. They try to take us prisoner, and Kurgis uses the note to convince them that we're favorites of Loki, and they lead us to the village.
Nice. Yeah. That is actually a really good recap. The only thing that I would actually add to that is Barry at some point did explain about the Skeptic cult, which is a cult that they had found in Londa that was basically blew up portions of the town. Yeah, I think that actually covers it. So you guys got to see the Loki statue in the in the cave on the way down to the elders, the leaders' hut, Xanth. And in doing so, realized that the statue of Loki that they are worshiping, that the Loki that they are worshiping apparently, is only got one arm. It's missing its right arm.
Yeah, I remember that. I forgot to put it in.
Yeah. And so after convincing Xanth that you guys should not be slaves, you're Loki favorites, you guys end up getting to eat with Xanth, this big stuffed pig, roast pig, and come to find out that they do in fact have slaves. The slaves are the ones that brought it, and they are, you guys are in the process of eating. It is evening time, and if I remember right, Dante and I did write it down. Dante's last question is there any more Loki? Is that the question you want to stick with, Dante? Oh, he's muted. Are they both?
Yeah, I had said something
Any
to...
more than Loki?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is. Okay, cool.
What?
Yeah,
I don't remember asking that. But
yeah,
that sounds
well, that's why I wrote it
pretty
down.
Dante-like.
Yeah, that's why I wrote it down, because you said you wouldn't remember.
Oh, cool. You're right.
Yeah, so Dante asks, is there any more Loki? And he looks very confused, just like, more than one Loki? No, just one Loki. And he goes back to eating.
Okay.
He goes back to eating. But yeah, now's the time to ask questions and stuff while you guys have a chance to eat with him. He eats like a slob, by the way. If you're sitting next to him, you're gonna get some food on you, and probably
Does
drink.
the table appear clean at least, or the silverware, everything?
Oh, there's no table. You guys are sitting around an open fire, and the roast pig is basically on the floor with you all sitting on the floor.
Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
When's gonna, because I had to leave early the last section.
Yeah,
When's gonna pull out his mess kit and start using that?
He kind of like looks down at you and, what that is?
It's so I can stay clean as I eat.
He looks very confused. Why not use hand? Hand better.
Hand can't cut meat. I weak, and he's gonna like hold his arm up and show the very, very thin arm he has.
Yeah, he's gonna look at you and go, but hand rip meat. Rips a chunk of meat, just like splatters Dante in the face with some pig grease.
I'm gonna do the same thing and try and slap Wen with it.
Can I try to dodge out of the way?
Yeah, no, yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, he doesn't move at all. It doesn't seem to faze him whatsoever, Dante. He's like, ha ha, you rip good.
No, Wen's just gonna look at him like, you strong, me weak, me weak.
Yes. And he goes right back to eating.
Let's try not to cough. Like,
Kurgis is gonna reach over and try and rip a piece out and kind of struggle just a little bit.
Yeah.
I have 9 strength, but I'm gonna try to do the same thing that Xanth was doing.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you go to pull and it catches on one of the like bones still on it. And you're like, and it finally comes off and it like slaps you in the face.
Wen's gonna reach like. He doesn't look like Cathwen right now. I don't think, unless he didn't change. I don't know.
I think the last thing you had done was you had changed your face to match his, or at least look like a Cyclops, unless you changed back.
I don't think so.
I think it was just your face though.
Yeah, it's like Catherine's body with a Cyclops face. Very unsettling.
So, okay, Wen's gonna change back to Cathwen, but he's also going to pull out a stiletto dagger and hand it to Kurgis to try. He's gonna mimic like cutting the meat.
I'm gonna kind of glance over at Xanth and then just kind of reach over and grab the stiletto and slice through some of the meat. But I'm not gonna get my mess kit out. I'm gonna eat it with my hand. I'm just gonna kind of like set it on my lap.
That's fair. Is there any questions or anything you guys want to ask him or do anything during this time? Otherwise, it's just like we could just say you guys make basic conversation.
I think Wen would ask about their worship of Loki.
Okay,
because that just stands out to me. A bunch of Cyclopses worship Loki.
Yeah, that's fine. So I want to know how you asked that question first, and then Kurgis, what were you gonna say too?
I'll wait till
okay.
Wen asks.
So go ahead and ask the question the way you want to ask it to him.
So I've never really heard of Cyclopses worshipping Loki. How did you all come to have him as your patron?
Oh, he's like, Loki stopped by. He talked long time to us. Very big words, but he's smart.
How long ago did he come through?
He's like, he starts counting on his hand. He's like, it starts over. And like gets to his other hand and starts over.
A very long time ago, I guess.
Weeks. He looks very confused by that word. But he seems truthful. So many weeks.
Wow, you had a god here. Wen's really gonna play up how amazed he is. Like, wow, you guys had a god here for like weeks? What?
No. He go through, but stay overnight many weeks before.
Wen's gonna look at everybody else like, So Loki came through a few weeks ago.
Yes, weeks. He's like shaking his head while continuing.
I'm gonna say with a big mouthful of meat, what do you even feed a god?
I hate you. We feed best food to Loki. Loki says real good. But
how many
big words.
Is it horse?
Yes, horse, many horse.
How many fingers did he count when he was like counting on his hand?
It looked, if you had to guess, because he started over like 2 or 3 times, like, and it was very clear that he wasn't like counting up. He was like counting and then forgot what he was doing and then started counting again. The most that you saw him get up to was 9 or 10. It's hard to count. So like a couple months.
Okay. I just wanted to get that down just so we had it.
Yeah. Very, very similar timing to when just after Nola was wiped out.
I don't think I was here for that part of the campaign.
That's fine. I'm just giving you because Barry would know.
I'll note it in the notes, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't here for that part of it.
That's fine. Why you ask so many questions about Loki?
Well, Wen's going to shape change into Wen really quick before going back to Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Loki can change shape, so I can too. I'm just curious.
He looks at you for a second, and then looks over the rest of the party and then back at you. You Loki?
Wen's gonna hold out his right arm. I'm not Loki. I have my arm.
I almost got you to speak like that. Oh, so close. I know Loki. Oh, yeah. Arm missing. Right. Okay. No Loki. Still Loki favorite.
Wen's gonna lean over. I'm his favorite of the favorite.
He gives you a very stern look. No, I his favorite. He say so.
He give you shape-shifting?
He give me power. Make me smarter.
I'm gonna grunt with affirmation at that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. When we worshipped at the statue, everybody got like
everyone got a little smarter. Yeah. He give you statue?
No, he didn't give me statue. He gave me power to change.
He give me power smarter.
Yeah, but statue. I mean, when he's got a point. We didn't get a statue.
That's true.
I mean, I've seen a statue where I live.
You see statue? Where you see statue?
Yes.
I would like to project.
Oh, you project? Oh, Dante shows him the other statue. Dante... No?
I'm a prestidigitation, a little statue of Loki.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We can make tiny trinkets.
So can you be clear on what the statue looks like? Is it missing an arm, or does it have both arms like Loki actually would?
No, it's missing one arm.
Okay.
And it looks exactly like the statue that he worships.
Ooh, that's small. How you get small statue?
Loki gift.
Loki give.
Loki gift.
Loki give you small statue?
Yes.
That makes sense. You small creature.
Yes.
You good pet. Yes. You keep statue for, and he looks at Kyrgyz.
Yeah, I have him hold the statues for me because I don't feel like carrying them. He's good at keeping them safe. You saw him go up the wall.
That's smart. That very smart.
So, did Loki mention where he was going after he left the village?
He's trying to remember, like, he say word. Xanth don't know word. Xanth don't know that word. That different word.
Zoc?
Yeah.
No.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to figure out how to write it down for the note.
On the map, it's on the Big Detonia. Here, I'll change the map real quick. Northeast by the coastline, there is a city called Zoc. Z-O... Well, when it loads. Z-O-C-H.
Oh god. I can already imagine all the little kobolds.
I thought you were saying Zoc.
Not
That's why I was
ZAWK,
like,
one of the
oh,
previous
no.
players, but ZOCH, the location on the map here.
Just
Is
south
that
of
where my
Sussex.
wine is from?
Just south of Sussen.
Sussex.
Sussen.
Hey, Gabe.
Yeah.
Is that where my wine is from?
Yes, actually. That is Zakian wine.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, so that's where he says he's going. He doesn't know that word, but you all are very familiar because it's a capital of the main continent. You all are very familiar with that. Then back to the map. He go to Zoc. Zoc. That's where he say. But he leave long time ago. This Xanth character does not seem to be very good with time.
Yeah, I'm putting into my months like 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Or my notes, not my months.
I'm putting into my months 2 or 3 months. You know, of the notes.
Karga's not good at time either.
Yes. I'm just gonna start. Yeah. Don't worry. It'll come up. All right. So, yeah. Got a lot of questions. Why Xanth asked question now? Why you come from Mountain North? Where you come from?
We follow Loki's pilgrim. We're pilgrims. We are apostle.
Loki favorites also Loki
Apostle?
Apostle. What that word?
Do you have holy man who have magic from Loki?
Holy? What holy mean?
Yeah. When is going to he's just gonna cast Purify Food and Drink really quick over the pig and sort of cover it in divine glow. I get power from Loki. And I'm so glad I'm a paladin right now.
Ooh, but what's your alignment now that you're lying?
I'm chaotic good.
All right. So you that more power, Loki power. See, you also Loki favorite.
I'm gonna look over at Xanth and say, You're Loki's apostle. You worship him, he gives you power.
Oh, then yes, he pauses before he says this word. We equal. And he you see the furrow in his brow, like he doesn't believe it, but he's gonna say it anyway.
Does he look like he's gonna attack me or be hostile
No,
towards
he
me or
doesn't
anything?
look. He doesn't look hostile. For the most part, in this conversation, he looks confused.
I'm gonna, after he says that, I'm gonna say, no, I don't think we're equal. Look at this big village and all these warriors you command. We might have powers, but I don't think we're equal.
You smart. Xanth is strong. Strongest and smartest.
That's why Loki gave you a statue and the big statue, and we only get the little ones.
But answer my question. Where you come from north of mountain, it cold. You not dressed for cold. How you survive?
Loki gave us gifts.
We go under the snow.
We
It's
actually
not cold under the snow.
We came from under the water and then went up, 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 and came out at the top of the mountain.
Nice. He's he looks very confused for a moment, and then he just starts nodding his head. That good story. You should tell others. We make big bonfire. We get slaves to bring wood, and you tell story. People like story.
Absolutely. I would love to see how many warriors you have in this great village. And you must have many slaves if Loki deemed you worthy of a statue and the powers.
Oh, you want see slaves and fighters? I can show slaves and fighters.
That would be great.
We make plan in morning. Tonight you sleep good. Yeah. He is going to he's gonna like stand up real quick actually. It's a little jarring because he is again like 40 feet tall. And he stands up real quick and like kind of goes out the door, and you can hear him start shouting things in in giant. Kurgis, you hear something to the effect of, "Hey, let's get a bed for the people here tonight. They're going to sleep well tonight. Get something comfortable for small creatures." And then he comes back inside. "Yes, you sleep good tonight. Tomorrow we do story and you see fighters and slaves. Yes."
I'm gonna say in giant, thank you, great leader Xanth.
He big smile. "That is what Xanth good for. Yes." Xanth lead. Are there any other questions you want to ask him tonight?
I didn't have any others.
Okay.
I can't think of anything.
Barry, Dante?
Where do you get food? Food is delicious.
Food come from slave. Slave work hard to bring food to us. Good slave.
Good slave. Good slave bring more food? Can I see?
You want see food? We do that tomorrow with fighters and slaves. Yes. More tomorrow. Okay. And he kind of gets up abruptly. "Okay, food done." And he walks out, like ushers you out, where you find another Cyclops out there with you all. Where's the thing here? You guys move out. Okay, can't grab things. There we go. You guys move out. Another Cyclops. I'm not making names for each one of these Cyclops. We'll say this is...
it's not Glorp, is it?
Narf. Gnarf. Narf. And he's going to lead you... I'm just gonna... Bloop. Nope, not that. There we go. And I'll open this up. He's going to lead you back up north side of things, which means that you would see all of that, all of that, that. Okay, I think that's... Oh, yeah, you would see... Oh, you don't see that. You see this. There we go. Okay, cool. And of course, the rest of the upper part. All right. So, as you guys head up, you guys are brought into this smallish building. They are not lavish by any means beds. They are basically straw beds that have some sort of filling for a pillow. Still pretty ruddy and dirty, but the Narf. Let me. Since I'm naming them, apparently. Narf. Okay. Why did that delete him? That's fun. There we go. Oh, can't type. ARF. All right. Narf leads you into this building, says, "You sleep..." Oh, hang on. I gotta do a different voice. "You sleep here tonight." And that's it. He, like, walks you up to this place, says that, and then closes the door behind you as you walk in. I'd like for you all to roll a really low perception check.
Oh God, I forgot to turn off hardware acceleration.
Yeah, I can. I will roll a low perception check. I got a 7.
I rolled a nat 1.
Nice.
14.
That's a beautiful.
I got a 14. It's just taking
Your
forever
nat
to
1
roll.
is still higher than mine.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Yeah. So, Barry, I'm gonna let you choose. Who do you want to interrupt from hearing this? Dante or Wynn?
Let's see. Yeah. Let's interrupt one because one's the closest.
Okay. All right. So, no one hears this except for Dante. Barry, what are you doing to distract Wynn from hearing? There's a loud, not loud. There's a light click as the door closes. Dante, it sounds like you guys were just locked in. So Barry, how do you distract Wynn from hearing that? Because normally Wynn would hear that.
You know what? I probably would drop all my stuff in the ground, making a whole bunch of noise.
Yeah, Barry gets in. He's just like, ah, at the same time. But Dante, you very much hear that door like it like.
I'm gonna put my ear up against the door and wait for him to walk away, so I can hear him.
You don't hear him anymore.
I'm gonna whisper to everybody like, "Hey guys, we got locked in. I'm gonna pick us out."
How do you know we got locked in?
I just heard it over the commotion.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, because Barry dropping that stuff, I didn't hear it either.
It's either
Sure
I do
it's
it or
locked?
Barry does it. Yeah, it's locked.
Let me open the door.
No, you try and open the door. So just as a reference, this door is just as big as all the other doors. So you do actually need to make a strength check as well. But it is more than 20 feet tall because these creatures do use this. They have to duck into this building. This is the smallest of their buildings. And if you had to guess, they probably normally use this for storage, if you had to guess. But you go to open it and make me the strength check. Regardless of the strength check, you are going to realize pretty quickly that it is locked. But I'm curious how well you roll this.
6.
Nice. Yeah, so you like... And it just barely moves, just enough to go... As you hear it, just sort of like chink in a locked position.
Are there any like doors or windows or anything?
No, it's pretty clear as you guys are looking around. The room itself is very dark, and there is a not so faint smell of old cheese.
Oh, if it's dark in here, I'll cast light on a couple things.
Yeah, you cast light and kind of look around the room, and there is a few like 10-foot tall barrels. They're like twice as tall as most of you, at least. Yeah, there's definitely a couple barrels in here, and as you walk up to the barrels, you can that's where the cheese smell is coming from. This is definitely probably a storage location that they've made into bedding. But you sleep good here tonight. Locked in, of course.
How thick are the walls?
Tough to tell. I mean, if you had to guess based on the size of the building, probably not thin.
Because one can put Sebastian into a pocket dimension as a bonus action and take it out anywhere within 30 feet of him. So he's going to basically go up to the wall, put Sebastian into his pocket dimension, and try to bring him out outside the wall. Just to see if he can get him outside.
Roll me a percentile. I wouldn't worry too much about it unless you roll like ridiculously low. But yeah, roll me a percentile. Let's see if you're lucky enough. Not to hurt your creature. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Hey, the perfect number.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, he gets flipped upside down as he lands up out of the wall.
I'm gonna try to see through his eyes to see if there are any giants around, see if they're like holding any type of meeting about the new outsiders.
No, you don't see any cyclops around. In fact, it's fairly dark. Let me move him out of here. Oh, you got him. Yeah, you move him. And I can kind of move things around. You don't see inside of this building.
He's not going to let him get away far just because anything outside of 100 feet, he can't see through his senses.
Gotcha. Yeah, so kind of moving around. It looks like everyone's in their house, hut, tower, whatever you want to call it. It looks like it's sleep time.
Okay, Wen's going to go ahead and just bring him back in then.
Okay.
He was just seeing if there was like any secret meeting about the outsiders.
No, doesn't seem to be. They seem to be on the up and up, although, maybe not quite so up and up. Not at least blatantly out of place. Do you guys end up sleeping tonight, or are you going to try and pick the lock and do other stuff?
No. Wen is going to cast Tiny Hut, though.
Okay.
Just sheerly out of habit at this point for him.
But why? Anyone else care to try to get out of the building that you guys are in tonight?
I want to. I don't know about everybody else.
I'm gonna start getting comfy. I think tonight we're not cold. We got a fairly safe-ish place to rest. Maybe we just take it easy tonight. I'm gonna say that.
In character.
I mean, Dante, if you want to go wandering, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace on you.
Doesn't that require him staying within 30 feet of you?
No, I don't.
No.
Let me double. I don't think so, but let me just double check real quick.
I think
I think it's just when I cast it, he has to be within 30 feet.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it just says for the duration.
Within 30 feet, yeah.
Well, it's worded kind of interestingly where I could see that interpretation, but I always thought it just
has, but it also has a range of self.
So, yeah, like that's your
right.
Oh,
that's why I thought it was like
yeah. So the range of this spell is within 30 feet of you because you cast it on yourself. So for the duration, each creature you choose around yourself within 30 feet has a plus 10 dex bonus.
Yeah, the only reason I remembered that is because they used it all the time in the first campaign, a Critical Role. That's the only reason I remember that.
Yep. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, you can.
Well, then, yeah, I'll however you want to decide that, Gabe.
I mean, you could always just like wild shape into a mouse and stay on him.
Yeah, I mean, you could polymorph him into a tiny creature that they definitely wouldn't see. But yeah, that Pass Without a Trace, that's definitely I think that's worded pretty clearly to me anyway. Because mainly because the casting range is on yourself. You can't cast it on someone else. It's on you, and the range of that is 30 feet from you at all times.
Right, and it specifically says for the duration, not when like a lot of spells will say on casting.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so up to you guys. Dante, if you want to get out.
I'm gonna need Barrel's help.
Barrel? Shit, that's right. Right, Barrel's still here.
I mean, Dante, would you like to be turned into a smaller animal while you
while he
drops?
All right.
While he drops.
Dante is passing without a trace.
No,
my
I
God.
was bringing that up. So instead of you polymorphing him, you could wild shape and just stay on him because he has the better stealth. But with your wild shape, you're able to hide easier.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know, but Kurgus was looking forward to some sleep. Although I think at this point I didn't suffer any
Hey, you had no
exhaustion.
No.
Yeah, I'm just down 10 hit points. So yeah, you know what? I could go with you if you want to go out, Dante. I can wild shape
Turn
and
us
then
into spiders.
Yeah, first things first, you gotta unlock the door.
well yeah,
Turn us
assuming
into
we
spiders,
Well-
and we'll just go under the door.
Go.
If-
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I mean,
But-
if you're small, that's gonna be a lot of work to move that fast. When if you're small enough creatures to fit under the door, though.
So hang on, I have an idea. I cast Pass Without a Trace, then I cast Polymorph, and then I Wild Shape, and then I can drop concentration on Polymorph once we're out.
Nice.
That would be the order of operations.
Okay, so what are you casting then? Like, what are you turning into?
Oh wait, no wait, they're both concentration, so I would have to wait. Oh shit, no, I can't do that.
It would have to be two casters. You're
Wait,
thinking
no,
about it
wait,
the
no,
other
no,
way.
wait, no. I can cast Polymorph. You can go outside.
Yeah.
I can drop concentration on Polymorph.
Yeah.
Then I can cast Pass Without a Trace. Then I can Wild
Yeah.
Shape.
Yeah. That works.
That would be the
Yeah,
order of operations.
Now, what are you turning into?
Well, what? How? I'm assuming there's some kind of gap under the door because I'm sure they're
Yeah.
not expert carpenters.
I would say at most the largest creature you could be to fit under the door is a mouse.
Okay, so I mean, Dante, you want to go explore?
Yes.
All right, so let's go. Let's leave the door locked because then when they come back in the morning, we don't have to worry about trying to make sure it's locked again. We can just leave. But yeah, I'll cast Polymorph. I'll turn him into a mouse. And I'll say, Dante, give me 1 squeak if it's clear and 2 squeaks if it's not clear. Once you get on the other side.
Okay.
So before I go out, I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
And then if it is clear, then I'm gonna go ahead and drop Polymorph, cast Pass Without a Trace, and then Wild Shape into a mouse.
Okay. Dante, I want to hear these squeaks. It looks clear.
I want to check something. Can I crawl up the walls and stuff or no?
Did Squeak already?
Did you?
No.
Yeah. No, he hasn't
Okay.
squeaked. You know what? Fuck it, I'll allow it. That's fine. It's your class feature. You haven't changed your class, so.
How big is the wall? I mean, the wall,
How
the
thick?
door wall. No, how big?
Hmm.
You said
Thickness,
it's like
it's
20
about-
feet or something.
Yeah, thickness. It's about a foot thick of stone.
Shit.
And the door itself is probably at least 6 inches thick.
How tall is it? Like 20 feet? You said, right?
The building itself is probably 25, 30 feet. The door is 20 feet.
I want to try and like come through the sides and be like, hey, look, I can crawl.
But
I'm going back inside. No, like I'll come back inside and then I'll crawl up the door. Be
yeah,
like, hi.
that's creepy.
The
Mouse just
imagine a
climbing up the
fucking
walls.
mouse just running
Yeah.
up the wall.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. So you go back outside, and what is how many times do you squeak?
Just once.
Okay. Can I get a squeak? Can we hear a squeak?
Probably not.
Oh,
They'll
all
probably
right.
won't do it.
All right, that's
Squeak
fine.
for me,
I'll be
Dante.
like,
Squeak for me, Dante. You got a pretty mouth.
Oh no!
Sorry. All right.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you guys both head out. I assume so. Dante, you're your normal self, and Kurgus, you're staying wild shaped.
Yes, correct.
Okay. What are you?
I'll be I'm a mouse as
Okay.
well. So he can just like put me in a pocket, or I can like hang on under his like jacket or something.
Let
Or
me
if he's
unlink this. So we're gonna link
Don,
you as
Dante, what are you wearing?
Yeah, Dante.
I'll just put you in the hood of my armor.
Okay.
What are you wearing?
Yeah. What are you wearing? You got a pretty mouth. What are you wearing? All right. So Dante,
I don't know, man.
move. Go ahead and move your token where you'd like to go. You are your normal 3-foot-ish self, so you're not going to fit under doors or anything like that. But you can traverse the town. Go ahead and go ahead and also roll me a stealth check
Okay, one sec. Let me go.
with a +10.
I don't need to roll one because I'm like I should be like completely obscured under his hood or whatever, correct?
Yeah, my robes.
One second. I gotta answer when ask me a question here. Okay.
I asked to join.
So, wow, 31. Yeah, you are very certain that you're stealthed. All right, Dante. You are
refresh.
here. Oh, thank you for joining Bard. Speaking of Bard,
This way. Oh. This way.
okay. All right. You still haven't seen anything else new. There doesn't seem to be anyone out, and it is fairly dark, so can't see too far. But continue. Go ahead and continue to move your thing, and I'll try and cut. If you move it slowly
I know
enough,
this might be a bad idea, but
Oh no, what are you
anyway.
doing? I mean, squeak, 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 squeak.
Yeah, you just better shut up. Just not squeak.
Where are you going, Dante?
I'm not going anywhere right now. I'm popping up my familiar.
Your pet. Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna tell Kurgus, quiet, and I'll pop up my familiar.
Oh, you're gonna summon your familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
That's 10 minutes. Just FYI.
No, like I've had.
Oh, you already have.
him in the
Okay.
pocket dimension.
All right, that's not 10 minutes. Okay. And what are you doing with that?
I'm gonna get her to just like fly above us in a circle pattern.
Okay.
Like just be on the lookout.
Woo. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you I'm just gonna. Are you using her senses at all, or are you keeping your senses?
I'm keeping my senses for now.
Okay. Okay. You just wanted to be on the lookout in case a Cyclops comes out of the building or something, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So, then where are you headed, Dante?
Let's go down the river.
Going down the river. Are you climbing walls or?
Yeah,
are you
I'm
following
just
the
climbing
path?
straight down.
Okay. All right. You won't get to see all of that, but you will see all of this. Okay. And you climb straight down the wall. All right. And you would see that. And this. Oop. Cannot cut well tonight. There we go. All right. At this point, you would definitely see these buildings. Okay. Can you keep moving?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you headed?
Kyrgyz's place.
Kyrgyz's place.
Yeah, that one.
You think I live here? I stayed with hill giants, not cyclopses.
They're all giants to me.
Wow. Okay.
That's not racist at all.
I mean, according to Xanth, hill giants are very inferior.
That's right.
Also, I'm not actually talking because I'm a mouse.
That's
so.
right. Squeak, squeak.
No, I'm staying quiet.
Yeah. Okay, so Dante, you're going that way. Dante, sorry, I need to. Oh, that's not what I do. Need to point out that there was a secondary path to the south that you would have seen as well.
I like this house looking thing right here.
Yeah. It definitely looks like a house. The door is closed, and
it's not normal sized. It's big sized.
It's big sized. Everything here is big sized. Yeah, you're not gonna find anything here that's normal size. I'll just tell you that right now. Everything's gonna be.
What does the roof look like?
It's like a thatched roof, with very flammable sort of like hay stuff at the top.
No shit. Oh my god. Thatch.
Yeah.
I want to be like, hey, Kyrgyz. You want to cause some problems?
Oh no.
Squeak, squeak. 2 squeaks.
Yes.
Squeak, squeak. A little bit louder.
I'll take that as a plausible yes.
I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna bite down on his neck.
That is not a yes.
I'm not gonna try to cause damage, but I'm a.
So what you're saying is, we have a thatch roof too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, let's continue.
Okay. Oh, you're heading south? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do I see that house over there too? If I do, I want to see the roof of it.
Oh, come on, man. Everything here seems to be thatched.
What's the house's name?
It's the house's name? What is wrong with you?
Because he's like, are they all thatch roofs?
What's
the house?
It's legitimate questions.
Yeah, legitimate questions.
built
What's
it?
the house's name? Glorb Glorb.
Yes. Yes, indubitably. Let's get personal with these cyclops.
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't have enough stress trying to name everything else.
You know,
what's the street address of the house?
It's really funny because I thought, like, out of character, I thought we should probably come up with a system of squeaks so he knows if I'm saying yes or no. And then I didn't say anything before I came out. So
that is funny. That is funny. So Dante, you're kind of looking around and stuff, and your owl. It's an owl, right?
Yeah.
Flying around.
She's a barn owl.
Yeah, flying around looking for stuff. No one seems to be coming out of the north. Dante, roll me a perception check real quick. And would you be looking to the south at all?
Right now I'm looking at the houses.
Okay.
That's why I have my familiar.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you're looking at the houses. All these houses seem to have thatched roof. Very, very much highly flammable. Sort of hay or straw or that sort of make. Easy to burrow into if you're a mouse, or easy to burn down if you're a pyromaniac. The buildings themselves are stone, and the doors all seem to be wood. There doesn't seem to be any discerning marks on any of these buildings as far as what they are.
I don't know if it matters, but I mean it's rats, but I think we can kind of like telegraph that to mice. But they have advantage on perception checks that rely on smell.
Okay, it wouldn't be smell, but you can go ahead and roll.
Okay.
I forgot you were there too. Yeah. So you roll as well.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of hidden under his hood, so I wouldn't really be able to see anything.
It's not a sight.
I could.
This is a
Okay.
hearing. Yeah,
Gotcha.
this is a hearing thing.
All right. So for that, it would be.
Please also roll a nat 1.
Roll net 20.
That is a 10.
Okay. Curtis,
Right, because do I keep my bonuses for?
You have rat stats.
Okay, yeah. So it'll just be a straight 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kurgis, to the south, you think may have been to the west or east. It's hard to tell. From hiding in the hood, you hear a sound. Sounds like a. I don't know if you heard that. Did you hear that? You hear what sounds like a.
Like a loud footstep?
No, maybe like wood hitting on something.
I'm gonna run back and forth on Dante's neck. Squeak, squeak.
Curtis, now's not the time for silly bologna sandwiches. Don't do that.
I'm gonna squeak three times this time. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Do I get any pings from my familiar?
You don't get anything from your familiar. Your familiar is flying around up here, up north, just flying around in circles, looking. So far.
Oh shit! I should have just said. Wait, they can't be within 100 feet, can't they? I mean, they can't be more than 100 feet away.
Oh, I guess that's true. Okay, so she'd be following you.
Yeah.
Well, hang on.
Wait, is the 100? I think
she can be 100 feet, more than 100 feet away from you. You can't use your senses more than 100 feet away from her.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, she can keep flying and checking things out, and then just warn you if someone comes.
Okay. I should have specified. Too late.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
No, that's okay.
I'm sure.
Okay. Whoa, hang on. All right. So you turn south, and Dante, as soon as you turn south, you see a very angry looking Cyclops female headed your way with a big club in her hand. Why you out so late, slave? Get back in pin. How did Glorp let you pass?
We're Loki favorite.
No, you slave.
No.
Small creature slave. Loki say small creature slave. We all here. You slave. You, and she's like pointing south. You go back to pen, or I squish you.
If I'm Loki favorite, watch this. And then I would climb up the wall to the side of the building. I Loki favorite.
Just because you climb don't mean Loki favorite.
Many small creature do. Of Loki. I Loki what? Favorite.
Say that again.
The little presentation, the Loki statue.
Yeah, she ain't buying it. she's still like, she's actually moved. Each one of these squares is, I think 10 feet is how I delved it. So each one of these squares is 10 feet, and she is within 20 feet of you, still coming at you with your club.
Hideous laughter.
Because you have not surrendered yet. What'd you say?
Hideous laughter.
Okay. Nice. Charisma or wisdom?
Wisdom 16 or 17, I should say.
Oh, I wish it was charisma. Their wisdom is a -2. 12. What do you say, Dante?
All right, let's make a run for it.
You don't say anything. She starts.
I'm just gonna like do raspberries.
you okay? Cool. Yeah, you start doing like, and she's just like, Boom, 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 slamming her club on the ground. You guys are feeling these vibrations, and you take off north?
Yep. Let's skedaddle.
Okay. The two of you take off north. Shortly thereafter. Yeah. Are you headed back to the house? Can I just move you to the house and do the description? We'll do this here. Yeah, we'll stop.
Yeah,
We'll
I
stop
was
there.
gonna say let's go up there and see if she can see us from there.
Yeah, so she is slamming on the ground and moments later another one comes out and starts yelling like, why you wake me up? I sleep good. Another one comes out and starts yelling across the deal. Over here another one's yelling. And you guys are like rushing. They haven't seen you, so you guys are like rushing away. Up here, you can still kind of hear the thuds, but it's very much lighter, and you don't seem to notice. And your owl hasn't warned you. No one has come out yet, as of yet.
Okay.
You continue to go north.
I want to go back down. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to go back and see where all the slaves are.
Okay.
I don't know about Kyrgyz. Kyrgyz, do you want to continue?
Squeak, squeak.
If I
Yes.
remember right, the two means no.
When you say no in response to that, I'm gonna bite down on you again.
Oh my god.
Oh, oops.
So two squeaks is yes. All right. So which way are you going, Dante? Are you going the other way south?
I love how the bite is the affirmation. Yeah, that means yes.
Yeah, why not? Let's go down this way.
Okay. The two of you make your way down this way. How long does the hideous laughter last?
A minute.
Oh, only a minute? Okay. So you guys would have just got out there. So before you get here, all right, so there is a bit of RP that happens behind the scenes. Give me a second here because I got to run that through my head. Okay. 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 All right. So, as you guys make your way south, you can see a angry-looking Cyclops running in your general direction. It doesn't seem to have seen you yet because you are a small creature. And it is night. They don't have good depth perception, and it is night. So, you see it. It does not see you, but it is charging in your general direction.
And I'll be like, hey, Kyrgyz, should we go back?
Squeak.
Okay.
One definitely means no.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Dante,
Do you say that out loud?
oh no, that's the
I'm
DM
whispering
just
to
fucking
you.
around. Dante, what do you do?
I'm just like talking to him, like, okay, but like whispering. Maybe we should go back then.
Squeak.
True. Now we head back.
Okay. You guys rush back. At the same time, these guys are running up. They are pretty quick. Dante, roll me a athletics or acrobatics check. Either one.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You roll real good.
You know what? I'm gonna use my thingamabob to make that a 16.
Okay. 16 is very helpful. Acrobatics. So you are going to just narrowly beat them to the pass to a point where they can't see you. So you guys are like moving at the same time they are moving. You know what I'm getting at? So they're like, they just barely don't see you.
Yeah.
and you lose sight of him as you turn the corner there, and you head back to the house. How is Dante getting?
Yeah, I'm gonna climb to the roof.
Oh, you're gonna climb into the roof?
Yeah, through the roof.
Oh, okay. Dante climbs up the wall, up to the roof, and burrows down through the roof. Everyone else inside the building, you guys hear this noise. Sounds like digging in the roof. You can't see anything, but it definitely sounds like digging in the roof.
I'm glad you did that, so I didn't have to use another spell slot and another wild shape use.
You're welcome. You see what kind of chaos I bring.
I mean, squeak, squeak, squeak.
Yeah. When and Barry, the two of you hear this burrowing into the roof. It seems to be coming closer. What are the two of you guys doing? Or are you in the tiny hut and you don't hear anything?
One's in the tiny hut, so he can't hear anything.
All right, Barry?
Oh, I feel like Barry would want to go to sleep after still being exhausted.
All right, so nice and easy. You guys burrow your way in through, making it into the room. Unbeknownst to everyone else, you guys make it in, and they're in the tiny hut, and Barry's already asleep. Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
All right. Well, I'm going to unmouse and back into Kyrgyz.
Okay. All right. Is everyone taking a long rest at this point?
Yeah.
I guess if we have enough time, I assume that wouldn't have taken more than like half an hour or an hour.
Yeah, you guys
at the
all
most.
get a long rest. Choose.
Okay.
Oh man, I wanted to go do.
I'm gonna ask Dante. Like, did you see anything while we were out there? I couldn't see much. I could hear things, but I couldn't see much.
Anything that stood out? I don't
one
think
level
so.
of exhaustion or no?
No.
No, okay.
Nothing really that stood out. There does seem to be a path going south a bit more, but you couldn't make out let me do it this way, since you guys were there. This path,
actually, now that you
path
it like that, yeah, there's the slave path.
Yes, that seems to be where the slaves are headed. You have no idea what's down this path to the south.
Okay. Gotcha.
I want to be like, hey, I want to go and investigate where the slaves are, but
well, I don't know if we'll necessarily have to, like, because I'm gonna be talking just to Dante right now. If we can, I'd like to be able to try and get them out of here.
Yeah, that's the whole gist of the thing.
Yeah. So I mean, Xanth is gonna show us his warriors and his slaves tomorrow. So maybe during that time we can figure out something like how we can get them out of here. Like, did you see the way out of the village while we were out?
Nope, I did not.
Damn.
As far as I can tell, I did not. I just saw where the slaves are kept. I mean,
I don't know.
That's a pretty big ruckus. They got thatch roof.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I definitely don't think we can convince him to give up his slaves. Like we convinced him that we're favored by Loki, but I don't think he's gonna want to give up his slaves. Not without a fight.
Unless we got poison or something, you just like slip it in his food.
Even with that, the rest of the ogres will want to keep the slaves, and we're severely outnumbered here.
Technically, we're not. We can make them all drink intelligence water or something along those lines.
I'm gonna be like, intelligent, like what?
Yeah, just make up something and make them eat it. Poison. The rest is history.
Make up something?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna pull out my pack, and I'm like, I got this. I pull out my herbalism kit. But we'd have to find something that we can put in the food or drink for them to to ingest, so they get sick.
Oh,
I wasn't
That reminds
looking
me.
around while we were here. But
That
I'm gonna
reminds
show
me of-
them that I have like a mortar and pestle and stuff like that. That we could grind
Yeah.
something up.
Yeah.
Wen's
And
also
we'll
going to
pull
pull
out
out his if he hears
Right.
this, he's going to pull out his poisoner's kit and his alchemist supplies.
I was gonna say you're in the tiny hut.
Yeah, you're in
Oh, I
the
thought this was the next morning. Sorry.
No, yeah,
I
we
thought
haven't.
this was
We haven't.
occurring in the tiny hut. Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
okay.
Oh, I don't. Are we able to see the tiny hut? Because
No, are we
if you
able to
had our
walk through it?
Yeah,
Because
when would
he's
a...
gotta point everybody.
okay. Okay, then I guess we would be in the tiny hut.
Barry, you're awake.
this
Okay.
point.
Yay.
Okay, yeah. So I guess when you would hear this, assuming you weren't like fast asleep, but we wouldn't have been gone like just to go down. If this is just like 10-foot squares, we wouldn't have been gone all that long. Like maybe like 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I
Barry.
assume.
Yeah,
Is that-
Barry, you would also hear this about the poison and stuff too.
So yeah, Wen would probably still be up then.
I got blood from that spider-looking thing, Sheila. Didn't taste
Oh.
too good,
Did
but negative's better.
did you have any issues with it?
I mean, just a little hiccup.
All right. Well,
I mean, it tasted bad.
I don't have anything that we could throw in there to poison. I mean, maybe if I get a chance, I can look around the area tomorrow, but I feel like we're going to be kept under pretty good watch.
Could I try with the poisoner's kit to make something? Because it says it comes with supplies.
Yeah, so you can, but it'll take a couple hours, which means you won't get that long rest.
I think let me check my spell slots because I've only used one. So yeah, I should be all right to take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Did you only take one while we were on the mountain?
No, I got rid of them the last time we got a long rest.
Yeah. Okay, that's basically what I was asking. All right.
You
cool.
guys want poison?
Poison.
I got
What
poison
do
right
you-
here.
What did Barry with his trench coat? He's like, "You guys need some poison."
We got some
It's
poison.
candy. How about some puppies?
That's
Some
this
glue.
poison that we got, or I got from a dwarf civilization. Dwarf settlement.
Do you know what it does?
All I remember is that it's incurable and will eventually kill the person.
Oh. Well, that would. Do you know how long it takes?
I don't know how long, but it seemed like the person who had it took a while for it to kill them.
Did it? I mean, did it have a like severe effects in the meantime before they died?
Yes.
Well, then that might be our go-to. I mean, I assume they don't feed the slaves what they eat and drink. So if we can, I'm gonna look over at one of the barrels. What's in the barrels in this storage building?
Do you attempt to open it? Just
Yeah, I'll go up to one that's close by and I'll try and sniff it first.
Yeah,
Like, do I smell anything?
Oh yeah. So I made a note of it earlier, but I think you may have missed it. The whole room
cheese.
smells like cheese, and as you get closer and closer to the barrels, it's very clear that this moldy cheese smell seems to be coming from the barrels.
Did we have any cheese with dinner?
You
tonight?
didn't. It was all meat.
Okay. Maybe we should not try to poison the cheese. However, if we're gonna have a big I mean, it sounds like Xanth what really wants to show off tomorrow. He's I mean, these are big guys. They probably drink a lot. We can probably find somewhere where they store food and drink, more food and drink, and see what they're try and find out what they're going to be serving, and then see if we can maybe poison the drink. When you can clean our food, can't you? So we can eat and drink the same things that they're eating and drinking.
I don't think that'd be a good idea, regardless
close enough
of what you're trying
together,
to do.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can fix it like that. We haven't tried magic.
I can, but I don't know if it would actually work against that poison.
I don't think it would. Maybe.
I mean, we don't know. We're not taking any risks.
Could we?
I feel like I should do a history check, honestly, to remember if I've seen any wizards at the place.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check.
Hey,
see if you remember any wizards at the dwarven
like
city.
wizards or like clerics or something to do with medicine.
Yeah.
Hey, Kurgus, are you able to summon any animals that we could test it on?
Sorry, say that again.
Are you able to summon any animals that we could test it on?
I'm gonna look somewhat taken aback and indignant about that.
This got really dark really quick.
I mean, I'm just saying, we could summon an animal, mix the poison with some water, I cast Purify Food and Drink, and we see if the animal lives.
I'm gonna look over at Sebastian.
Oh no!
We are not using Sebastian.
Your idea, you're familiar.
Because this does permanent HP. I'm not doing that for Sebastian.
Let me. I don't think I have. Oh wait.
Like, are you able to summon anything at all that we can use? Because I don't want to use my familiar or Dante's familiar.
I would need to prepare the spell. It would take the night. You know. That's in character saying that I would need to prepare a new spell. I couldn't conjure Fae, but I don't know how that would translate to. Oh wait, no, I can summon beasts.
Like, we just need something that we can summon to test the poison on.
I would need the night to prepare, but I really don't like this idea.
Quick question. Can you command them to harm themselves? That if you know that it's harming themselves?
The creature is an. Hang on, I'm looking at it. It obeys your verbal commands. It doesn't say anything about. I'm looking at summon beast.
Okay.
I don't know if we.
I mean, Wen could also just.
Heroes don't.
Wen could also just like put them to sleep before we do this. We just need to know if they die. We don't need them to be awake for that.
This is true.
This is getting so much worse.
DM's over here like frantically trying to come up with side effects for this poison that aren't like vile.
All right. I'm gonna look at Wen. I was like, technically, these are only spirits that I would summon. They're not the actual. For all intents and purposes, it would be the exact same as having a beast in the room. But
I mean,
so yes, I can do it, but it would have to be in the morning. I have to prepare the spell.
Yeah. Okay. We will try in the morning. I'm debating on because if we have that poison, I don't want to take the point of exhaustion for nothing.
Oh wait, actually, okay. I'm looking at the components. I need a fish tail inside a gilded acorn, worth at least 200 gold, which I do not have.
Do you have 200 gold?
I do, but
Yeah, so
how?
that's I do retroactive purchase. I assumed that as a spellcaster you would know the kind of spells that you would cast, and so you would have things that prepared for that. So you would just take
Okay.
the equivalent amount of gold out.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So all right. So yeah. So I would just have to prepare it overnight.
Okay. Yeah. We can take. Yeah, we can sleep then, and then try in the morning.
Yeah. The only thing that I require for components are anything that's like kind of big items, like a diamond that's worth 1,000, or something, big.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll just say something if it requires anything, and then if you require us to actually have planned for it, then that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well then, I will prepare summon beasts.
All right. So I guess we take the long rest then.
Okay.
I'm not happy about it, but yeah.
I'm also not happy about what I'm about to do. I'm playing now.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna go back outside, guys. Anybody want to join? Feel free.
I'm good.
Are you actually
I
going
need
back
my
out,
rest,
Dante?
so I'm going to sleep.
All right, Dante, are you actually going back out?
Yeah, I really do. I want to see if we can find the places.
Okay. Let me make sure you guys are detached here. All right, so everyone's going in the tiny hut except for Dante. Dante, are you climbing out the thatched roof?
Yeah.
Okay, Dante, you climb out the thatched roof, and almost immediately you see two cyclopses to the left and right that seem to be looking for something. You're probably pretty sure what they're looking for. They have not seen you yet, but they definitely seem to be on guard and looking for something.
Mm.
Would you like to continue? So, Dante?
I don't think I have anything.
Oh, okay. You're looking.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything for this.
Okay. Are you going back in?
What?
Are you going back into the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hide him again. Okay. Are you sleeping then, or are you gonna wait and try and search later?
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay.
Too bad.
Right. Everyone take their nice long rest.
So I recovered the 1 level of exhaustion,
Woo! Yeah. No exhaustion.
Okay. that was an answer at first, but then after you said that, I think that's a yes.
Yeah, so I don't think you guys remembered it. Maybe you didn't track it, but when you were in Xanth's house, neither one of you had exhaustion anymore because you were exhausted from the cold, and there was a nice roaring fire in the center.
I was at 2.
Yeah.
And then I was dropped to 1, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys are good. No one has any exhaustion at this point. You guys all have a nice long rest, and you wake up in the morning to to a cyclops standing over the lot of you, like leaning down. It's like crouched in this building, leaning down, banging on your tiny hut. You don't hear anything, but you see it mouthing like So yeah, you guys wake up to Cyclops like banging on the hut.
I will put on my stuff.
Who's that banging on the hut?
Who's that banging on the hut? Oh, yeah, I guess I gotta move one up there. So, in the room with you guys. Yeah, so that's when do you drop the tiny hut?
Yeah, one's gonna drop it as soon as it's morning.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, you drop it, and the Cyclops right there. How you do that?
It's magic that Loki showed me.
Oh,
in my dreams.
Loki favorite. Oh, okay. That make more sense. And he like it's almost like he's like crouched doubled over in half like walking through this. You'd see him as he comes out, "Follow me." And he grabs one of the barrels of cheese and makes his way out. You guys follow him?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Well,
Yeah,
it's up,
we'll follow
it's
them.
up to you guys. Okay, so he's gonna walk back down. I'm just gonna drag you guys. Woo! So early, well, not that early in the morning. You guys are taken back down. Xanth is out, and you can see now that even though it's like 9-ish in the morning, they have a very large fire pit that is already burning. And you can see that I'm not going to drag all of them. So I have, actually, I'm going to drag all of them and then I'm going to put them right on back just so you can see visually how many. Yeah, there's 5 there and then another 5 there. All of these are up there with you guys currently. So let's just, I guess I'll just drag them in sets. That's fine. You guys would also see Glorp kind of standing guard looking to the south. There are several other Cyclops out already. And as you guys make your way closer, Xanth kind of notices you guys with the other Cyclops coming and, "Oh, Loki favorite. Good time. Everyone here." Maybe not everyone, but he says everyone. As you guys get closer, you can see that there are the number doesn't quite check out here for actual numbers. There's about 30 slaves. So about 3 times the amount of people that you see here, kind of all nestled in together, and they're all to the south. But as you guys get closer, you can see Xanth is kind of like waving his hands, getting people, getting his Cyclops brethren closer. Oh, I missed one. Oh, I missed several. I don't know what I'm thinking. Quite a few. So the fire in the center is already blazing, and as you guys come out, "Welcome, Lake, the favorite Lokis. As Xanth promised, slaves," and he points, "and fighters," and he points at his other fighters over by Narf and the others. And the 2 next to you seem to be who has a insight of a 19? Or I know a couple of you do. Who has insight of 19?
I have passive insight 19.
Yeah. And I think Barry
I think
does
so too.
Yeah. So Barry
Yeah.
and Kurgus, the 2 of you kind of recognize that these 2 are next to you. And I'll move them a little bit closer. Seem to be standing kind of on guard next to you. Whether they're guarding you from others or whether they're watching you. It's difficult to tell, but they're definitely there specifically to keep you guys separated from everyone else. It's very clear on that. You can see to the south Glorp, who does seem to be standing guard, blocking passage as much as possible for any slaves that decide they might want to run. That is very upfront, straightforward. And yeah, they as you guys are coming up, Xanth kind of like waves you forward to walk through the two that are guarding you up to him. Do you guys go?
Yeah, I'll start walking up on through.
Okay. All right. As you guys get closer, do you say anything to Xanth before he starts talking?
I'm just gonna kind of whistle a little bit. Wow, I can see why Loki favors you, Xanth.
Yes, Xanth, good leader. Lots of good fighters. And he points over to the fighters. We also good at following orders. And he points to the slaves. Do you want to see fighters fight? They good fighters.
Absolutely. I'm gonna.
Yeah, yeah, just immediately points to the two to the north here, these two. And he's like, "You two, fight! Show favorite Lokis how fight go." And the two of them like just immediately begin wrestling each other. No clubs or anything, but just like 40-foot tall, half giant creatures fighting each other here. It is a spectacle. Go ahead.
As they're doing that, I'm gonna say, "I will give Loki's blessings," and I am going to cast Geas on Glorp. It takes a minute.
To cast?
Yes.
Okay. What is the save on that?
It is a 17 wisdom save.
Oh, he ain't gonna save on that. Yeah, he rolled a 7 he's got a -4 wisdom. Normally, these other ones are -2. He's a -4. Just to kind of put that in perspective. So yeah, he rolled a total of a 3.
Okay. Let me answer when. When I'm gonna. I can respond back.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right,
you can
whispered.
respond the same way.
Whispered response.
Yeah, we'll probably need an excuse. I have 25 words, correct?
No, this isn't sending. This is message.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
okay.
is just a straight up whisper.
Oh, okay, so I can just say what. Okay, yeah. We'll need some excuse. I'm going to get Glorp on our side to help get these slaves out.
All right.
And then I'm going to.
Yeah, Wen's just
cast
gonna
Geas.
walk forward, so he's near Xanth
Okay.
for when we need to make the excuse.
What's the range on Geas?
60 feet.
60 feet. Is there a way to lock? Can I lock this? Lock.
So
Yes.
I should be good because I think.
Yeah, you should be. Well, each one is 10 feet. So actually 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, you're pretty close. You may have to move a little closer. You'd be good there.
Yeah, either way, I would have made sure I was in range
Okay.
when I did it.
Yeah, let me move these into a more since this is gonna...
and the reason I said that I'm gonna give Loki's blessing is because it only takes verbal components. So.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. So you're doing that. When are you doing anything with Xanth? I see you move closer.
Wen's waiting. Is it obvious to Wen that Kurgus is casting a spell?
Yes, it's obvious to all of you. He in fact said it out loud.
Wen's gonna wait for the spell to be finished before he starts.
And you would have heard the spell before because I cast it on that one guard.
Yeah.
So you might not recognize it completely, but it sounds familiar. It should sound familiar.
When you're magic user, roll me an Arcana check. Let's see if you recognize what this spell is.
19.
Yeah, you recognize exactly what this spell is. You remember what it was last time it was cast too.
All right, so yeah, Wen's gonna wait for Kurgus to finish casting it before he tries to make the distraction.
Okay.
Or the excuse or whatever we need.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
I don't know. I'm just waiting.
Also, so just so I can't change it later, I don't know how long the magical command can be. But what I'd like to do is say, when I give the command, get the slaves out of here, out of town, and that's the command to Glorp.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Love that. Hang on one second. Okay, well that checks out. Cool. You got lucky. You rolled real low. All right. So, the two of them are continuing to fight. You saw the back and forth. They're having fun. They're actually having fun doing this fighting. A wrestling match. A couple tumbles, rolling down the hill for a moment, and then getting back up and charging at the other one, throwing them down, and eventually they kind of get a little tuckered out. You cast the spell on Glorp, and ooh, see, here's my conundrum with this. Does GS have any visual when you cast it?
All it says is that it has a verbal component.
No, to you as the character. Does your character's spell have a visual component to it? Like when you cast a spell, like does some sort of magical component exude from you?
I mean, we hadn't done it the first time.
I know. This is one of those instances. This is why I ask these kind of questions. I try and do it before this sort of moment.
Okay, yeah. So the fact that it says psychic damage, I would say no.
Okay.
It's a completely mental spell. Okay. Like if it had any other kind of damage, I would probably say yeah. It probably like leaves like a trail, like a green light or something.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So yeah, you're casting that, and is everyone else looking at Xanth? Xanth is watching the fight. Xanth is very happy watching this fight. And the two finally finish what they're doing, and they kind of look back at Xanth, and you finish your spell just as the two are like done fighting, and you guys look back at Xanth, big old like bucktooth grin, missing some teeth, and just like, they good fighters, huh? Looking at you when you're closest.
Yeah, Wen's gonna nod along like, yes, they're very strong.
And big.
And big, yes. Very big and strong.
And they are not only the fighters, and he like points to others. You want to see more fight?
Actually, me and the other holy person have to go do a ritual for Loki. We don't know. It shouldn't take very long. But we have to do it first thing in the morning.
That seemed weird. Loki no ask us to do things in the morning.
But did he give you magic? And Wen's gonna make like puffs of smoke come out of his hands?
No, but he made me smart.
Well, yes, but I didn't get made smart, but I got magic, and I have to do things to keep the magic.
Oh, yes, like bowing at statue.
Yes,
he
exactly
says that out
like
loud,
that.
and he immediately just hand over his face. I mean, yes, statue. Yes, we have statue like that. All the other Cyclopses are kind of looking at him.
But yeah, we need to go do this ritual, so we'll be back.
Okay. Okay. You guys, he's gonna let you do it. Where are you guys headed? You and who else?
I was gonna say like we head up this path over here. Basically, just head somewhere out of the way to do it.
Okay. You and who else?
Me and Kargus. Because I think that's all we need for this. Him to summon the animal, me to try to purify the Water.
Oh, that's what you guys. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So while you guys are doing that, Dante and Barry, are the two of you guys interacting in this in any way?
No.
I will use my spell slot and deduct 200 gold.
Oh, jeez.
Gwen's gonna give you 100 gold for it.
After the fact, obviously.
I'm not,
actually,
if
when
it,
yeah, to be clear for this, when you cannot give him gold for this because it's a spell that he would have.
I was also gonna say, if you try to give me gold, to make up for this, I'm like, it's not about the money.
Well, when was trying to do it to like give you some money for the material component because he knows it's gonna consume it.
Yeah,
I know, and I'm just gonna kind of fold my arms across my chest. I'm gonna do it, but I don't want your money.
Okay, Wen's gonna like put it back in his bag.
Just mechanically speaking,
I get it.
Yeah,
because there's 30 slaves there. We got to get them out of here, but I don't like it.
I mean, we don't have to do this if you don't want to. We're doing this to free the slaves, but
we're doing it, and I start casting the spell.
Okay. Like Wen doesn't want to do it either, but he's like, "This is the only way I know how to test this."
Nice. So just mechanically speaking, for future, you guys can't give gold to the other person who's using it as a spell component. It has to be money that they own because they would have purchased it prior to that situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, what I mean is like he knows the spell's going to consume that component.
Yeah.
He has spells like that too, so he's giving him something to try to reimburse him for it.
But he wouldn't know that at the time that he's purchasing the components.
Gabe, would it be more fair to say if I don't have the amount of money to cover the spell, then they can't?
Right.
But like I have more than that amount of gold,
correct,
so he could give me.
Yeah. As long as you have the gold to purchase the components, we can do the retroactive. You already knew you had the components. If you don't have the gold, someone else can't give you the money for that because you didn't have the gold to purchase the components.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Okay, that's all I was getting at. All right, so you're casting the spell, Dante and Barry. You guys are just watching, onlookers, as you are. You can.
Oh,
see...
you know what?
Yeah.
You're right. Can I ask them all to fight? Like fight each other in a big wrestling match. I want to see how big and strong they are, and then have them make a tournament. The strongest one.
Oh, I love you, Dante. So yeah, Xanth's like, that good idea. We see who strongest Cyclops is. And he is going to tell them to get into like a big circle, and they're gonna get into this big old circle, and they're all gonna like wrestle it out. And that's definitely a circle. Definitely a circle. But yeah, they all get in, like they start wrestling. Everyone is watching, even the slaves at the bottom there. Meanwhile, Kurgus and Wen are casting the spell. You do bring the beasts into fruition, Kurgus. Wen, I need to ask first, because I assume, Barry, you gave him the poison for this, right?
Barry's muted.
Oh, Barry, you're talking on mute, bud.
If he asked for it, I would definitely give it to him.
Yeah, he would have asked for it the night before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to be clear. The amount of poison in this vial is not a whole lot. It's maybe a vial roughly the size of a 2-finger circle. It's not very big. There's not a whole lot of poison in it. So I need to ask, how much poison do you give these creatures to test this?
I mean, does Kurgus know what creature is being summoned? Or is it random? Because I don't know druid spells all that much.
Let me check real quick.
I want to say you can choose the creature.
I believe I can, yeah. Summon beast. Use an environment. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, it resembles an animal of your choice native to the chosen environment.
Oh yeah, okay, it does say your choice. Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
Well,
and
I'm
then
gonna say land, and I guess I'm gonna say
someone like a rat or something.
No, I was gonna do chicken.
Oh,
Well, Gabe said he will be back. He left right now, I think.
oh, I
Sorry,
think this is baby time.
Yeah, I'm trying to cook dinner right now anyway, so.
Might be, I don't know. He just
I'll go
said
grab-
1 sec, BIB. Oh.
Well, like I said, that's fine if it's baby time because I need to cook dinner.
Oh, sorry about that. Sometimes nature calls at very inopportune moments. Okay, so you are choosing the what was the creature?
A chicken.
A chicken. Okay, cool. So you summon a chicken into existence, and when you give the chicken how much poison?
I think one thought it was baby time because you said
I had to go
BRB.
grab my cat.
Oh, okay. You still here?
Yeah.
But what'd you say?
How much poison do you give the chicken?
I mean, if it's a small beast, he's going to use a small amount.
A few drops, like a quarter of the bottle, half the bottle. Give me a rough amount.
4 drops. If it's a guaranteed death, the chicken's going to die quickly.
Okay, so
You want to say like 10% of the vial?
Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know. It's fine. So you give the chicken 4 drops of poison directly, or ingestion, or what?
He's mixing it with some water, and then he's going to cast Purify Food and Drink. Because he's trying to see, like, okay, can we do this and still, like, and survive if we have to drink what we're gonna poison.
Yeah. When roll me an Arcana check.
This will be fun.
If you can roll it just to me, that'd be even better. Or not. That's fine.
That's a 5.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, when you roll this, sorry, you roll this. You mix it in with the water, and you can see it doesn't mix in the water. It sinks down to the bottom of whatever you're putting this water in, and as you like stir it, not with your finger, I assume you're like stirring it in this cup. You see it like as in like oil and water. They do not mix together. It literally is separated, sitting at the bottom.
Well, that's not good. He's gonna show it to Kyrgyz, like, Kyrgyz, this isn't mixing. Am I doing this wrong?
We need an emulsifier.
You're you're at least familiar enough with poisons at this point to understand that it's the type of poison that it is, that it's just not going to mix with like a watery substance.
Okay.
It's like you're intelligent enough not to touch this with your fingers, but it's very, very viscous, like almost stringy and gooey.
Yeah, I don't think Wen would even bother trying to cast Purify Food or Drink for that.
Really?
All right, well.
I mean, if we're not able to mix it and it's going to sink to the bottom, we can't really use it to poison something. It would have to be like direct injection or something.
Right.
Unless we can figure out a way to like put it onto the food without it looking suspicious. Like as a glaze on the pork or something.
Very acceptable. The DM accepts your request. It's up to you. I just so that you're aware, you can give the poison to the chicken to test. So if you wanted to cast it on there and you could see whether or not it's safe or not, you could still test that. But if you're not going to cast it, you will have no idea.
Yeah, fine. I'll go ahead and do it anyways.
Okay.
But he's also thinking, okay, we're not going to do it this way.
You give the poison to the chicken, and about the chicken seems okay for about 30 seconds, and then all of a sudden the chicken just starts like and starts making these god awful noises, and you can see blood begin pooling in the corner of its eyes and start dripping down its face. Yeah, it definitely looks poisoned.
So, we're definitely not going to eat or drink whatever we put this in.
Meanwhile,
My poor chicken.
Yeah, meanwhile the chicken's just over here like bark, bark, bark.
One's just gonna he I'm debating on should I try to heal it or should I just kill it?
Kurgus, I think you can send it back, actually.
Yeah, I'd have to look real quick, but I think it's concentration.
Yeah. I think you can just end the spell and the chicken just disappears. Something like that.
Yeah, it's concentration.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the chicken go.
Meanwhile, somewhere in the multiverse, another chicken dies. All right. So, yeah, that seemed very unsuccessful. Yeah. Meanwhile, you hear in the background shouting. The Cyclopses are shouting back and forth, yelling, cheering, and grunting, and you can hear like thum, thum, as other Cyclopses are hitting the ground. Barry and Dante, it's quite a raucous scene. The Cyclopses are all intermingled with each other, grabbing each other's shoulders and trying to like flip each other or grab the leg and like flip the other one up. It's kind of a cool, fun scene to watch, but it seems very dangerous. The circle is kind of spread out a bit, and as the Cyclopses fall, they like are rolling more and more, like closer to the fire, still fighting and getting up, and then because everything's slanted downhill pretty steeply, as they fall, they kind of move more south every time they continue to fall. But they continue to fight for a good minute. Are you guys doing anything? Dante or Barry? Oh, okay. Well, I hear nothing, so we're going to move on. They're both muted.
Oh, my bad. Lol. I said I was cheering them on.
Oh, okay. You're cheering them on. Nice. Awesome. I love it. All right. So you guys are cheering them on. Did you guys, when and Kurgus, do you guys start heading back?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll start heading back.
As you guys are heading back, you hear Xanth's loud voice. All right, everybody stop. Winner is Narf, as is tradition. And Narf just like gets up, big. That was the woman, by the way, who beat all the others. And yeah, she just looks really proud, like, I best Cyclops, I biggest. Other than Xanth. And she kind of like ducks her head a little bit. That right. Looks back to you. What you think as you guys are coming back? How you like
Big,
fighters?
strong.
Go ahead.
Yeah, big and strong.
Yes, big and strong. Now you see slaves. Slaves bring food, slaves make fire. Good slaves. And he like points down south, and they look pretty awful. Very disheveled. Not necessarily like emaciated or lacking food per se, but it does seem like they are very grungy and none of them have like showered recently. That's for sure. They all look kind of mangy with their hair matted and kind of tussled. Even especially the women who with long hair, just like up in a ball almost. Haven't been able to do anything. Do you guys say anything?
Are there any races among them other than humans?
So actually, no. It's a little odd, but all the races seem to be all human from wherever they were taken from.
Wen's gonna ask Xanth, are there any more Cyclops besides the ones that are here?
Oh, yes, more Cyclops. Cyclops guard entrance to city and entrance to cave, and he looks over at Glorp, and slaves. There are also more Cyclopses north in mountains.
Okay. Wen's gonna lean over and try to whisper to Kurgus, I could try and trick them into drinking the poison themselves.
How would you do that?
I could just say it's how you get magic from Loki.
Say that again?
Wen's just gonna...
You can't even keep a straight face.
No, I can't. Because Wen's just thinking like... I'm just thinking classic cult, just get them to drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'm gonna let you like whisper back and forth to each other for a bit. Now it's baby time. I do need to take that break. Guys, I'm excited. This is the last break we ever have to take during a D&D session. Starting in September, no more breaks. Woo! I'm excited. So we're gonna take a break now. We'll be back in like 20-ish minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what you guys want to do. Grab some food, drink, enjoy yourselves, and All right, cool. So we're all back. I don't remember where we were. Something about a big fight. They just finished, and you guys had come back, and you guys were you were whispering something back and forth. That's right. What were you trying to figure out what you were doing?
Yeah, we were going to we're gonna debate on if we should try to trick the Cyclops into drinking the poison for themselves by saying it's a gift from Loki so they can have magic too.
Yeah, you were debating that. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, so that's what we decided on. We're just gonna try to do it.
Oh, you're just gonna do it. Okay. Genocide for the win.
Yeah. Very slow, painful genocide.
Mm-hmm. Barry, you're good with getting rid of that poison, right?
The poison specifically for Xanth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, finally it's gonna be gone.
Barry's been
Pull
very
the lever,
scared.
Glorp.
Yeah. Okay, so with that being said, the fighting does cease. The slaves are he's like good slaves. They built a fire. Now they bring us food. We have breakfast. Good food for breakfast. Glorp, take slaves. Make them bring food back. We eat good now. And Glorp starts taking the slaves, unless you guys are doing anything.
Not yet. We're gonna trick them later tonight at the evening meal.
Okay. Oh, not now, but later.
Yeah, like later on in the evening, just before they go to bed.
Okay. And they go out of sight. Okay. So they go get food. Xanth kind of looks back at you. What you like eat, small creatures?
I like meat. When I was with those stupid hill giants, they made us eat. I'm gonna look around. Salads.
Salad. He like glowers at you. Xanth thought they ate rock because they have rock for brain.
No, they're even stupider than that. They eat the grass.
No, Gwen's gonna look up at
Xanth. He
Xanth.
just made a joke.
They eat salad from their toe fungus.
Ooh, that gross. And he throws up his toe, and you can see that there is actually toe fungus there. That tastes bad. Xanth tried before. It's bad.
Do you want me to clean it? He's gonna try to show the usefulness of magic.
You clean?
Yeah, Wen's gonna use prestidigitation to try to get rid of it. It does say it cleans something, I think. Hold on.
It does clean, but
it's one of those nitpicky things.
Yeah.
I think the way prestidigitation is supposed to work, like if there's a little dust or dirt
it's
on
like
something, it's supposed to clean it.
Like if there was dirt or mud on you, that sort of deal. This is technically speaking an organic life form, and you can't really clean that
Let's see if
off.
there's something else I could use.
I would actually let you use.
Purified... Okay, never mind. I can use Mage Hand for it instead to like pull off the fungus.
Gross. Okay. I'd also let you use Purify Food and Drink, or some sort of like purification spell.
I'd rather use Mage Hand just because it's a cantrip.
That's fine. I'm just giving you options. Yeah, do you cast Mage Hand?
Yeah, one's gonna cast Mage Hand and basically use it to like knife hand the fungus off.
As that is happening, you hear Xanth. He starts laughing. That tickle! You stop! That tickle!
Gwen's gonna stop immediately. As soon as he says you stop, he's like, nope, that's done.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he did that tickle, and he looks down at his feet. But clean good, you take fungus off. You do others, and he points at everyone else's. Do you start cleaning now?
Okay.
I'm gonna take my boots off.
Form a line.
This makes up for you poisoning them all later.
Yes, yes, it does. It absolutely does.
Does it though?
No, it does not. Absolutely
yes,
not.
it does.
Okay, so you're doing that. Is anyone else doing anything? Otherwise, you guys are waiting for food, and we can kind of speed things along if you'd like.
I'm just watching. I did take my boot off though.
Dante or Barry, either one of you guys?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Okay, we can kind of speed things along a little bit. Move the day along, as it were. All the humans come back with Glorp, who they have food enough for everyone to eat, at least decent for breakfast. Giant like eggs, maybe not actual ostrich, but like ostrich size eggs. Not sure exactly what creature they're from, but lots of eggs. And they have this big flat sort of pan looking thing that 4 or 5 of the humans lift in unison and put on top of the fire, and then you'd see them like basically breaking the eggs and like in this giant pan making this like omelet or scrambled egg sort of deal. It's just egg though. That's the only thing you guys are going to be eating, is that whatever this giant creature's egg is.
Are there any more eggs left, or do they use them all?
They're going to use them all unless you ask specifically.
Yeah, Wen's going to ask specifically for one of the eggs.
Why you need egg? We eat egg. Egg food.
Egg grow into creatures who give you more eggs.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, and that way we have food for road.
Yeah, and Xanth actually walks over and grabs the egg. Xanth, hold on to egg. Xanth get creature for more egg later. You good.
Can we have egg for the road?
Glorp, go get egg for road. And Glorp looks at his feet like he's looking at the road. Egg for road? Glorp, go get egg for road. Okay. He like slowly walks away. The 2 that were guarding you move south as Glorp moves away, basically to maintain the blockage so that they can't run away.
Okay, so they're guarding the slaves, not us.
They're what?
So they're guarding the. Sorry, let me pull up.
Yeah. It seems like now that they've started moving, it seems like they're guarding the slaves from leaving, not you guys.
Okay.
So Glorp goes, and it takes a lot longer than you'd expect. The food itself actually finishes cooking by the time Glorp comes back. Everyone is in the midst of eating as Glorp comes back with the egg, 2 eggs in hand, and he comes back with eggs in hand. He's like, Glorp has egg for road, and takes one of the egg.
Gwen's gonna immediately like, no.
As you're saying no, he throws it, and it just all over the ground. Egg for road. Xanth looks at him. No, egg for them leaving on road. And there's like this sort of like pause back and forth where Glorp is trying to figure out, oh, for them. And Glorp walks over and hands, like, to whoever's closest, he's gonna hand the egg.
I'm gonna walk up to Glorp and say, "Thank you for the egg." When I'm going to cast a spell, and when you see me cast the spell, that's your signal.
Okay, Glorp, help.
Good job, Glorp. Now go back to your post.
Okay. Glorp.
So I'm gonna take the egg and hand it over to Wen. And
as I
hand
put it in his bag, like
as I hand it to Wen, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go make a diversion. and I should be able to get all of the Cyclops.
Okay, I'll talk to Xanth into getting them to drink the poison tonight at dinner.
Okay. Actually, I'll wait until after they've had the poison. But we should be able to do the poison and the diversion at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are really intent on killing these guys. All right.
Yeah.
Real intent.
No survivors.
As slave owners should be. Sorry. Moving on. So yeah, you guys. Yeah, he gives you the egg, walks back. Everyone is able to eat. Do you say anything to any of the Cyclops? Everyone, even the humans are actually eating part of this meal. They eat actually pretty well. There's definitely enough food left over for them to eat, but they eat last.
Well, I'm glad we didn't poison the food then.
I'm gonna look over at Xanth and be like, Xanth, how did you teach these slaves to cook so well?
Oh, Xanth not have to teach. Slaves just know how to cook. They cook good. See, good food. We keep them around long time.
I'm gonna nod my head to that.
Anyone else? No? All right. We can kind of move this along a little bit. Everyone gets their food. All the slaves get to eat. All the Cyclops get to eat. You guys get to eat. And Xanth tells Glorp to take the slaves back to wherever they sit. They have work they need to do. So they're taken back. The other ones, the other Cyclops, including Narf there, basically are, Xanth tells them to, get to work and, get on with their day, essentially. Lots to do, lots to see, lots to clean and kill and hunt. Yeah, and you guys are essentially, I'm just going to hide them. You guys are essentially left alone eventually. Not completely alone, but alone with Xanth.
Wen's gonna walk over to Xanth. Hey Xanth, do you like the magic that I show you?
Xanth?
That Loki give me?
Xanth like some magic. Xanth like you change, yes.
Well, do you remember when I said that me and the other holy person were going to go do a ritual?
No.
Earlier today.
No, Xanth don't remember that.
Do you remember when we left and came back?
No. Yes, Xanth remember when you left.
That's what we did.
Oh.
But Loki give us a gift for you guys. Cyclops only. No little people allowed.
I'm gonna chime in. Actually, he gave us 2 gifts, but Wen has the first gift.
Yes, he gave each of us a gift for you. He give me drink that you put in your drink at dinner, and when you wake up to the next day, you have magic.
He thinks about that for a second. Xanth don't want all Cyclopses to have magic. He says it really quietly to you. Can Xanth just drink? Xanth just want the magic.
Loki give magic based on who Loki favor. You will get most magic. They get little magic. Little people magic.
Roll me a deception check. Oh my god! I don't know if you can see that.
Is that nat 20?
It's a nat 20.
Let me use luck for advantage on this.
Oh my god.
Nat 20s are only automatic
27.
successes in combat.
27.
All right. Okay. So.
Love to make him a 32.
Yeah. Right. Oh, you're gonna. Flash of genius. I think that's only in yourself, isn't it?
Nope,
No.
it's anybody in range.
Nice. Sick. All right. Dante, in order to do that, tell me how you use that. How does that come across to win?
I give him a nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I small person. I have small magic.
Nice. I love it. Xanth kind of like looks, he thinks for a long time. Yes. Xanth take most magic. You sure and he like almost whispers this time, you sure we need to share with others? Xanth like being
said
the
we
best.
have to. Loki said that all the big people have to drink it. All the Cyclops, all his favorites.
That doesn't sound like Loki. Loki only has specific favorites, like Xanth. Xanth is favorite.
Yes, but he likes Cyclops more than he likes any other race.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's also the other half of his gift. I'm going to chime in now.
Yes. All right, what is this gift?
In order to receive the gift that Wen has, the other Cyclops have to prove their strength. Loki has given me a spell to cast that will have the other Cyclops prove their strength. Obviously not as strong as Xanth.
Not a problem. All Cyclops strong.
But strong enough to accept gift. If they fail task, then they don't get the gift.
Oh, why not say that in first place? Xanth liked that much better. Xanth just tell everyone, if not worthy, no gift.
I'm gonna nod.
Xanth seems on board with this now.
Wen's gonna lean over to Kurtis. What spell are you casting?
Maelstrom. If they can get out of it, they get the poison. I mean, gift. I say that out loud, but whispering to Wen.
Oh god, I hope you have a plan for where you're casting.
We're gonna massacre these Cyclops.
Let's go.
All right.
Fuck, I thought we were doing genocide, not a massacre.
All right. So, Xanth's on board.
I thought we were only killing all of them. I didn't know we were going to kill all of them.
All right. Xanth's on board with your proposed proposal, and not knowing the backstory behind it. And he basically says, he'll have someone escort you around town. You can go where you would like. Not into buildings; those are people's houses. But you can spend the day kind of meandering around town, looking over things, making sure everything looks good for Loki for when Loki is sure to return. That sort of deal. Since you are favorites, he will return. So we'll kind of leave it at that. You guys are definitely able to peruse the town. I'm going to start moving things back to their respective places. And you guys are free to move about the town as you would like. You will have 2 escorts. He wants to make sure that you guys are safe.
Well then, I'm gonna start walking south.
All right. Before you walk too far south, I have hidden things. Let me move them first, real quick.
Hey, Kyrgyz.
What's up?
Do I know that you have gears?
I messaged it to Wen, but I didn't say anything to anyone else yet.
Okay, I just thought of something fucking diabolical.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
But I'm gonna start walking south. So if I don't know if anyone else is coming.
Wynn
Okay.
had
I
to,
shall follow.
Wynn had to step away for a moment, but I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm back.
Everyone. Oh, okay. Is everyone following?
All right.
Yeah.
How close are the Cyclops following?
Oh, they're like on top of you, man. They're quote unquote escorting you around town.
I'm going to say in Dwarvish.
Dwarvish. Okay.
What I did to Glorp.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Dante,
I
you
don't
speak
remember
Dwarvish?
who. I think there's I think almost everyone
it's
speaks
me.
Dwarvish.
I'm pretty
I think
sure
Dwarvish.
I think almost everyone else speaks Dwarvish.
Who doesn't? I think it's probably Dante, right?
Yeah.
No, I speak Dwarvish. I
That,
think
that's why I
Barry
meant, like, he
does.
doesn't know. That's why,
Barry-
like, he doesn't know.
Barry, do
I
you
think
speak
he-
Dwarvish?
Yes.
Beryl
Dante,
does
do you?
too.
I believe no, wait, hold on one sec.
I think almost everyone speaks Dwarvish except one person in the party.
Yeah.
I think it's everybody except Beryl.
Yeah, let me double.
Oh yeah, I speak Dwarvish. Let's go.
Dwarvish.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was Beryl. Okay.
Yeah, so in Dwarvish, I'm going to say what I did to Glorp with the Geas, and then I'm going to talk about when and my plan as to what we're doing.
Ironically,
So I'm gonna tell Barry and Dante about the plan to poison as well as the test of strength when I cast Maelstrom for the Cyclops to get out of.
just as a reference, Beryl also speaks Dwarvish.
Oh, okay. So everyone speaks Dwarvish.
Everyone
Okay,
speaks.
cool.
It's the perfect language to write, talk, and code.
I would like to tell Kyrgyz, hey Kyrgyz, why don't you tell him to drink in Dwarvish, obviously, right?
Yeah.
To drink the magical fluid, and then tell him to jump off a cliff and you'll sprout wings, and you'll demonstrate it first.
I don't know if they'd believe that just because they've never seen anyone do that before.
Yeah.
They've seen tests of strength before, and they've gotten gifts from Loki, but I don't think they've seen anyone sprout wings and fly. Although, now that you bring that up, I can sprout wings and fly.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I was trying to get at.
Oh man.
I could pretend to take a swig.
Yeah.
And then turn into a giant eagle.
But how long would you wait to turn into a giant eagle? Because you can't do it right away, otherwise they'll expect to turn into it as soon as they drink it.
That's a good question.
And you can't exactly sit there and tell them jump off a cliff and hope you transform in time.
You know, it's a good thing we have you around. Yeah, Dante, I don't know if that one would work.
Good work.
It could. They're pretty dumb, but I don't know if they're that dumb.
Kyrgyz, you hear behind you while you're having this conversation, the two Cyclops behind you talking to each other in giant, like what they say. I don't know. I don't speak what they speak. That sort of deal. Yeah.
Everyone. After about like 2 or 3 minutes, I'm just gonna say in giant. It's the language of Loki, the gods.
Okay. Yeah, they're like, oh, you teach us language. We want learn.
I'm gonna stop and turn around and look at both of them. Okay, I could teach you. What are your names?
All right.
Flarf and North.
Flamf
Nymph.
and Tramp.
Lamp and Tramp.
They're siblings.
Are they
Okay.
fraternal or identical?
You tell me. You're staring at them.
I don't know. They look the same to me, but that sounds racist.
Oh wow. That's because it is.
Which one asked?
We'll say Flamp.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Flamp. I was like, Flamp, you sit beside me tonight. I will teach you.
Okay. Flamp follow you tonight.
Good.
Hey, I want learn language too. Tramp is okay, we'll just do this. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna hold up two fingers and be like, well, I have two sides. Flamp, this side. Tramp, this side. I teach you both.
Oh, that better. Tramp's like, okay, thank you. And you guys continue traveling south?
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost feel kind of bad about because they don't necessarily seem evil, just stupid.
They're
Yeah,
they're
but,
definitely
like-
the Cyclopses are definitely not evil.
Like, we're doing a bad thing, but it's for good reasons.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, that's why I'm.
It's always a bad thing in the end.
Says
No, like,
every
I'm not-
BBEG ever.
But like, are we the BBEG because we know we're the BBEG?
No,
Yes.
we're not the bad guys because we want to free.
Stop trying to
slaves.
sugarcoat it. We're bad guys.
All right.
I mean,
One of us
Brenda's
might be a bad
spy,
guy.
Barry's an
no.
assassin. Dante's
Yeah.
Dante's crazy. Like,
I'm just crazy.
My whole thing in Karth was to try and help all the homeless people. So
Yeah, Kyrgyz is
Yeah.
definitely not bad. Although to be fair,
You
Kyrgyz,
just
you
with a
are going
bad group.
along with the genocide.
that's what like I was honestly I'm saying that in character. Like I'm gonna say like I don't think they're actually like trying to be malicious with this slavery. I think they're just stupid and think that it's okay. I'm saying this in Dwarvish.
but, like,
Oh yeah,
not-
good call.
we're not going to talk them out of giving up the. We're not going to talk them into giving up the slaves.
I know.
I mean, look, if you can think of another way to do this, we can find another way. But I can't think of one.
I know. When we've got a few hours, but I can't come up with anything. I don't think. Like I'm agreeing to it because slavery is not it's not right, but I just yeah, I'm gonna go quiet at this point and just keep walking.
Okay. I'm gonna open some other stuff up because I assume that you guys are just walking around a bit, following. Are you going south to where the slaves are?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't have like a goal in mind, but that's just kind of where I was wandering towards.
That's fine. Yeah, just you. I guess Curtis, you move, and I'll just we'll just assume everyone's with you. As you get to the south, there's a large cylindrical tower with 4 trees, 2 on each side. The river to your east and Glorp to your west. That is the correct directions this time.
All right, I'm gonna head east and go over to Glorp.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I believe that's west, sir. I believe that's west.
Yes. Yeah. So if I see Glorp over there, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna say in common, Glorp, what are you doing down here?
Glorp looks at you and scratches his head. And in Giant, why are you here?
Oh, sorry. Have I only spoken to him in
Uh-huh.
Giant? Okay, then I would have asked in Giant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, just for funsies. You say that in common, just thinking.
Okay,
like, oh,
yeah.
they all speak
So I
common.
was.
He obviously does not speak common. He does not seem to know that language at all. But you ask. What'd you ask again in Giant?
If he asks like, what did you say? What are you doing here? Be like, oh, we came to see you, Glorp, in Giant.
Oh, Glorp like having friend. Glorp not have many friends. And you can hear Flamp and Tramp snickering behind you, Dante, Wynn, and Barry.
Well, I mean, they must have Glorp doing something important.
No, Glorp guards slaves. It's me low.
You mean impressive? Because
no.
I'm gonna say this in Giant. All the meals are prepared by the slaves, and everyone has to eat. So that seems very important to me.
Flamp and Tramp.
And I'm gonna look back at Flamp and Tramp.
Yeah, they immediately stop snickering and just like postulate on that for a moment. Why you say that and you're like, oh, actually. Glorp gives you a big smile. Yeah, that right. Food come from slaves. Glorp does good job. Should be impressive. Impressive.
I'm gonna reiterate it. With what I'm assuming is better inflection and pronunciation.
Yeah.
In Giant, impressive.
That's what I said. That's what Glorp said. Impressive.
Absolutely, Glorp. Can we see the slaves you're guarding?
He like looks back at Flamp and Tramp. I not supposed to let people pass. He like looks back at them. And they actually nod their head like in unison, just saying yes. And Glorp says, "Oh, it okay. You can go past." And all of you guys go together past. Glorp stays there.
And me.
Oh, you don't move?
No, it was just funny how you grabbed all of them and not me.
Yes. All right. So to the south, there is a large building, large stone wall, in fact, actually. There you go. Not much to look at back here. There's two stone buildings back here, very large. They 40 feet tall, about 50 feet long, the rectangle one, and about 30 feet wide, the circular one. Very large buildings. More than enough space to house the 30 plus people that are there. And no one seems to be outside. As you guys continue moving south.
I'm going to
the first
door. Right, we decided that doesn't work like that.
The first door is here, the other door is here. And again, these buildings don't have any windows, just as a reminder. Did I lose you guys?
I'm going. So sorry, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to cast Charm Monster on Flamp.
Oh. Okay. Charisma, I think. Is that charisma?
Wisdom.
Is it wisdom? That's dumb.
Yeah.
Should be charisma. Okay. They fail. It's an easy fail.
So as I'm casting that, I'm going to, in Dwarvish, I'm gonna say to the rest of the party, go see if you can see the other slaves. And I'm going to walk past Flamp and Tramp and say, come on over here, let me teach you some of Loki's language.
Flamp looks at Tramp and yeah, that sounds fun. I want to learn language of gods. And Flamp follows you willingly. Tramp looks and like, hey, we supposed to stay with, and he like pauses as Flamp's already walking away. Hey, come back. We supposed to, and he follows you like the whole time. He's like, we supposed to stay with them. And as he gets over, do you start speaking Dwarvish like immediately as he comes over?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my my shield. I'm gonna pull my shield out and I'm gonna teach them. I'm gonna like stick the end of it down in the dirt and like kind of lean against it, and I'm gonna point at it and be like shield in Dwarven, in Dwarvish.
Nice. As soon as you start like teaching, Tramp is he's like, oh okay, and like leaving you alone. Glorp actually sees that, and he's like wondering what you guys are doing. He's just staring, like scowling, wondering what you guys are doing. What is everyone else doing while Kurgus is distracting that? When Dante, Barry, or yeah, what are you guys doing?
I think we just start walking. You said that there's a door right here and one right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wen's gonna try. Are they facing away from us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Please tell me I have thieves' tools, or Dante does, or Barry. Why am I worried about it?
Why are you worried about Barry? I don't think Barry has thieves' tools. That wouldn't make any sense.
Nah, that wouldn't make sense. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm too used to playing Baldur's Gate and trying to figure out which character has the thieves' tools.
Yeah, that's why I don't play video games. I play D&D for real. All right, so what are you doing? And do you ask Barry?
Barry, could you Wen's gonna walk towards the one in the back just so we're completely out of sight. Could you get this door open right here?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. Barry, roll me a roll me a sleight of hand check. With advantage. Actually, I take that back. With disadvantage. Roll me a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, so exclamation mark, and then what would I put?
Exclamation C space sleight. You should be SLEIGHT. And then space DIS.
DIS. Wait, how do you spell sleight again? I might have spelled it wrong.
SLEIGHT.
Okay,
Pretty
that
sure.
should be right, hopefully.
Pretty sure. If not, it'll correct you. It's good about that. All right. Yeah, Barry, that's actually not high enough to unlock the door. Lucky for you, the door is not really locked. You're messing with the door, like trying to unlock it, and it's a large lock mechanism. And you're like fiddling around with it, and you like look inside, and you can see the humans inside like looking at the door. And you like step back, and you look at the door, and you realize the door just has a lever at the bottom. There's no locking mechanism. The bottom, like a foot sort of lock into the ground sort of deal. It's just a locking mechanism you'd have to pull up. Do you try and pull it up?
Yeah, I'll try to pull it up.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll the appropriate strength athletics check to try and pull it up. When he muddles around with that for like 20 seconds, and then you see him like step back and like reach down on the ground and start pulling up on something.
Oh.
Just straight,
Probably
right?
should have
Yeah,
looked at
just straight
that.
athletics.
Can Wen
Okay,
help him
let's see.
since he's trying to pull something?
Ah,
never mind.
sure. I don't. Yeah, he's gonna need help. Go ahead and you also roll an athletics check. Barry
Wait,
begins.
why is it a -2?
No idea. What's your strength?
Shouldn't it be
Oh,
19?
you don't have them attuned, do you?
I think I forgot it.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Do we just leave it like that, or
It's-
it's up to you? Because I don't.
You can attune to him now if you'd like. We'll keep the roll. It doesn't matter at this point. With Win helping you, the two of you like, and it like snaps large, sort of noise, and the door just kind of creaks open just a little bit, and everyone inside. Well, do you open the door first?
I look at when and said, "Do we open it now?" Or
I don't think so. I think we're just prepping them for when we do get them out in the evening.
All right.
So we're just gonna go in and talk to them real quick.
Oh, so you open the door?
Yeah, we'll open the door. Sorry, I was misunderstanding. I thought for whatever reason, I interpreted it as, "Are we getting them out?"
Okay. All right. That makes me feel a little better.
I'll keep watch though.
Okay.
I'll probably keep watch though.
All right. What's Dante doing with this? Do we have a
We're
Dante?
inside with the slaves, right?
Yeah.
I want to talk to them.
Okay. Cool. So you and Win go in, and Barry, you're going to keep watch. Meanwhile, Kyrgyz is teaching Dwarvish to Flamp and Tramp. And you guys walk in, and immediately everyone, basically everyone is on their guard. Since you're not a Cyclops, immediately one of the older individuals walks up. Who are you? Why are you here?
We're adventurers who are passing through. Look, we're getting you guys out. Just wait till tonight. We're going to get them to go to sleep, and we're going to get you guys out tonight.
Well, that sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah, no, we're going to go to the next town. You guys should be pretty well taken care of.
What do you mean next town?
Well, we're traveling to another town. There's one to the south of us, and that's the nearest place.
You haven't heard the news then, have you?
The news of what?
Nola was destroyed. That's where we're from.
What was it destroyed by?
Synhalian airships.
Let me write this down.
Yeah, he'll say Resinald. That's the Synhalian people, the Resinald airships. But yeah, he's like, you must live under a rock. It's big news. Synhale destroyed Nola.
I mean, we really we're still following. Hold on, I need to pull up the map.
Here, I can pull it up for you real quick.
Look, I'm not good with names unless there's a map in front of me.
Oh, I fully understand that.
I mean, we're going to Ralthus because that's where you wanted to go.
Yeah, you guys.
We're still technically going through like the hidden passage, aren't we?
Yeah, you're
we just
going
pop
down
out
the
of it.
mountain. You're about right there.
We're still on the mountain.
You're still on the mountain. So you still have a little ways to get down off the mountain, and then another 7 days to Ralthus.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just get down the mountain, head to Ralthus then. So yeah, how many slaves did we see?
In this total, roughly 30, 35, somewhere around there.
Okay, has Kyrgyz has used Goodberry before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to remember if he had or not, because I know druids have it. Because Wen's thinking like, okay, if we can travel to Routhis with everybody, we can use good berries at the very least to make sure everybody's fed. Or at least
do you say that to them?
Well, he's thinking it. That's why I was asking.
Okay.
We're going to get down the mountain and we're going to travel to Routhis. We've got a druid who can conjure food for us. We should be all right.
Why Routhis?
I was gonna say you've seen me cast it a lot of times. I used it pretty often.
What? Why Routhis?
You said Sinhill was destroyed.
Yeah, Nola was destroyed. We'd go to Klesti before Routhis. If we have the choice, of course.
Where is...
Klesti is due east from Nola, near the Silver Lake. It's a capital region.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull up the little map that we had.
I got the big map up.
Oh, for whatever reason, I completely forgot that I had Owlbear up.
Oh, yeah, that
I was looking like through the D&D chats.
That does help. Here, I'm gonna give you, just so you guys have a rough image here, in the chat.
Okay.
Just so you can see it as well at the same time.
Yeah, no, sorry. Instead of saying Routhis, he's gonna say Nola instead.
Okay, and Nola is the one that was destroyed.
I thought it was Sinhail.
No, Sinhail destroyed it.
It was Silhalian ships that destroyed Nola.
Barry's got it. Yeah, no, that's right.
All right. Sorry.
I was trying to remember their other name.
Brain scrambled right now, apparently.
Restinold. Yeah. You're fine. You're fine. It happens. It's late. Yeah,
I mean,
so
he was given 2 names.
Yeah, that's true. It is very confusing when you're given in character. He'd have been given only 1 name, but I'm trying to so you understand where they're coming from. Resinolds are from Sinhail. So he would have said Resinold airships destroyed Nola. So airships from Sinhail destroyed Nola. Images in the chat there, in case you need to
Thank you.
refer to it. Yep.
But where did they say they would rather go?
Klesti, due east.
Klesti?
Yep.
We really need to get to Routhis, though.
Yeah. So if you're saying they're willing to travel on their own, they were actually headed there when the Cyclops grabbed them.
Okay, yeah. So Wen will just be like, okay, we can get you down the mountain then away from the Cyclops if you're able to get to Klesti on your own.
Yeah, that sounds good. Food would be good, but I'm sure we can manage. Looking at everyone else who's just like nodding their head, ready to get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, are you able to steal some food away during the day?
I'm sure we can manage something. And he gives a big smile. And like 4 or 5 people pull food out of their their clothing.
Okay, so you'll be all right. Okay, we're gonna go talk to the other group. Just don't act like we talked to you, okay?
Yeah, not a problem. You were never here.
Yeah, Wen's gonna get out and just like. All right, cool. We're gonna head to the next one.
Nice. Meanwhile, Kyrgyz pulls out a long stringer rope, and in Dwarvish says, in Giant says, "This is," and says in Dwarvish, "rope." And both of them very much struggle to say that word in Dwarvish. I don't know how you'd say it. Would you care to elaborate what that sounds like in Dwarvish? You don't have to.
Rope.
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 Yeah, and they both it's kind of like look at you and then look at each other. Rope. It's almost like
very good.
Rope. Yeah. Yeah. So while all that's happening while everyone else, Barry, you go into the Dante. Do you want to talk to him as well?
Yeah.
What do you want to say to him? Been oddly quiet all night.
Oh. I'm oddly quiet.
Tonight. What would you like to say? Oh no. No. All right.
I don't know. I'd ask them about what. Are you sure there were Sinhalian ships?
Yeah. So they, you're asking that. So they would be very specific. Dante, you've seen them before in Karth. Very specifically detailing the ships. The same one, in fact, that not you, Wynn boarded, for Zelina to negotiate with. The big one. You guys were on the plank for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. He specifically describes that one in particular leading the group of 6 airships that just dumped explosives onto them.
Okay, we got news to tell them when.
Yeah. Yep.
Fun.
No. It would have been at the same time. You guys wouldn't have left before Dante was done talking to him. So Dante, you'd hear that too.
Yeah, like I'd be like, wait, when?
When would hear that too? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No. I don't think so.
No.
All right. Barry, you can try and open the other door. Would you like to pick the lock?
I would look at the lock and honestly.
Yeah, it looks the exact same as the other door you just tried to open.
Yeah, and then I'll just do it with strength, okay?
Okay. You probably need help. Wynn or Dante, do you guys want to help him? Or do you want to let him struggle first?
I'll help.
Dante's like, I'll let him struggle. It's fine.
Wynn's gonna help. Wynn's a lot of help, apparently. 19.
Woo, nice.
Yeah, it's athletics.
Wynn is uncharacteristically strong tonight.
Yeah, no joke. Barry, you oh my god, that is amazing. Barry, like, hang on, I think I got it this time. Walks up, doesn't budge at all. When how do you take over?
Wynn's just like, we just did this, and he immediately grabs it by the top and immediately just opens it. Like we did.
You go and you pull and like you think you're gonna immediately open it. You're just like, yeah, it's not a problem. You just and it snaps up and loud clink. I need to roll something real quick.
Oh god.
Kurgus. Yeah, Kurgus, while that's happening, nice. While that's happening, you hear a loud chink noise coming from the south, and both Cyclopses start to turn towards that noise.
As soon as I hear that, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and say torch in Dwarvish.
They both like, whoa. How you do that? That loud? Yeah. You're able to quickly enter if you'd like. When?
More gifts from Loki.
More gifts from Loki. Loki favorites for sure. When do you go inside?
Yeah, I want to go inside.
All right. Inside here is another set of 15 or so, maybe 16, 17.
Yeah. Wen's just going to give them the same rundown. Look, we're going to get you down the mountain, get you away from the Cyclops. The other group is going to head to Clysty if you want to head there too. If not, we're going to route this.
It is now canon. It's not Clysty, it's Clysty. It's now canon.
Yes.
That's
Clysty.
fine. I'm good with that. Clysty. All right. So
Lassie.
Clysty. Okay.
Iced tea.
Yeah, iced tea. Jesus. So you say the same thing. There is a little bit more of a grumble from this side. They seem to be, actually kind of content with being the quote unquote slaves in this venture. They're very well fed. They're sheltered. They're protected by them. All they have to do is what they ask, which is basically just make them food. They eat all the time. But other than that, if you're willing to free them, then they're willing to follow suit. But this group is not really willing to help you in that endeavor if that's something you need help with. I was really hoping you'd open this group first.
Could Wen try and persuade them? Like, look, it's better to.
They're not saying no. It's more of, if the opportunity presents itself, sure, they'll go the other way.
Okay. Well, Wen's like, yeah, we're getting everybody out. I mean, this is your chance for freedom. You can stay here, but I mean, do you really want to live up here for the rest of your life?
There's definitely some thoughts around that. A couple of them don't consider themselves actual slaves, because mainly it seems what they've been asked to do is what they were already kind of doing in NOLA, is like farming, tending to animals, cooking. Not really much different than where they just came from for some of them. And as an added bonus, the Cyclops keep them protected. So, I would say 90%.
You're really trying to make us feel really bad about this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah. If I could bring a tear to your eye, that'd be good. But yeah, they're I'd say 90% are on board. A couple of them are like, yeah, I might just stay here.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I'll just leave it up to them. Like, look, we're getting everybody out. It'll be up to you. When.
All right.
I mean, like, they're not gonna help the giant or the Cyclops, so I don't really care.
Yeah. No, they're not gonna help. Doesn't seem like they're gonna help. Okay. All right. So you walk out, and Kyrgyz is still teaching, unless anyone else wanted to talk to him, say anything else. Okay. So Kyrgyz, the group that is now kind of silent here, making your way back north towards you. What word are you on now, Kyrgyz?
We're on friend.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, you're teaching him friend, and Flamp looks at you. You my friend. We good friend. And Tramp, like, literally punches Flamp in the arm. Hey, I'm your friend. You my friend, not his friend. He puny creature.
No. You're both friends. We can all be friends.
How you both friends? Only one friend have.
No, you can have more than one friend. That's what Loki says.
How you do this?
I'm gonna walk over to Glorp and say, "Hi, Glorp. How are you?" Because Glorp is charmed by me right now.
Oh yeah, Gius. He's gonna look back at you in Giant and say, "I am Glorp. You are a puny creature. You are yes. Hi." That's apparently just how he talks.
See, I'm gonna look back at Tramp. See, Glorp is my friend. I'm a puny creature. He's not trying to kill me.
That makes sense.
Lamp is much bigger than me. Not trying to kill me.
He turns to Flamp. Flamp, why you friend? And Flamp looks at him. He shrugs his shoulders. I don't know. I just like. He like turns back. Huh. Okay. It seems to accept that. Meanwhile, everyone else comes up during that conversation. Kyrgyz, you'd see them coming up. Anything else you would like to do?
And well, as they're walking up, I'm like, see, look, here's my other friends. More than one friend. And I'm gonna every time I'm gonna say friend in Dwarvish.
Oh, nice, nice, love it. Yeah, they're on board. Yeah. So everyone else is a little quiet. Barry, what do you take of this situation?
I think.
Okay, go ahead.
That what we're doing might end in our death, but if it's to mess with the guy who's pretending to be Loki, he's okay with this.
Okay.
He's fully on board with this.
All right, I love it. So yeah, Kyrgyz, you're able to wrap this up, sort of, so to speak. However you'd like to do that. Flamp is.
I'm gonna look at Tramp and I'll be like, Tramp, do you think you could be? And I'm gonna say this word in Dwarvish, friend, with Glorp.
He gives you a very big furrowed brow. No, Glorp not strong. Glorp not smart.
I'm gonna put my hands on my hips. Now, Tramp, after everything we've talked about today, Glorp has a very important job of guarding the slaves. The slaves make all the food for everyone. Very important.
Roll me.
Why would you not want to be friend with Glorp?
You roll me a performance or persuasion, either one.
I'm not good at either of those, I'm sure. Which is the worst? Oh, they're both the same. I'm gonna do performance.
Okay, I love it.
That is a 4.
Oh. All right. Well, he rolled a 14, so he looks. It may be important, but Tramp no like Glorp.
And you know what I'm gonna say to Tramp? I'm gonna say, you know what, Tramp? That's okay. You don't have to be, and I'm gonna say this in Dwarvish again, friend with everyone. Not everyone has to be your, in Dwarvish, friend.
Yeah, nice. Tramp looks back at you. What about Narf? Tramp like Narf. And Flamp immediately punches him in the shoulder. Hey, Flamp like Narf. So far, it's the only female Cyclops you've seen thus far.
Well, I'm gonna leave my hands on my hips. Does Narf like Tramp?
Tramp not know. Tramp not ask. Tramp.
Does Narf like Flamp?
Same response, essentially.
Yeah. Maybe you should ask and see who is friend.
They both look at each other real quick and then back at you. And they both run as fast as they can in the direction like a north direction away from you guys.
In a north direction.
In a north direction. Thank you. In a very north direction. Yeah, and you lose sight of them, but they leave you. And Glorp looks back at you. He may not be smart, but he understands what you just did, and he just smiles. That funny.
I'm gonna walk over to Glorp. What do you think of Narf, Glorp?
She's strong and pretty.
Well, I think Narf would be lucky to have Glorp as a mate.
You good friend. Glorp like you. All in giant, by the way.
Gotcha.
So no one else understands that conversation, but yeah. Anyway, all right. So from here, what would you guys like to do?
Well, our escort just left.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
So could we? I mean, did we see a way out of the village that isn't being watched by Cyclops?
So far, you have not. You haven't explored everything, but so far you have not seen all of the village.
I mean, do you want to try to sneak them out now, or do you want to stick with the plan?
Are you saying that in common?
What? He's
Glorp would only understand giant anyway, so
yeah. So we're saying in Dwarvish.
Maybe I can ask Glorp if he knows the way towards Nola. I know Nola is. I know that. Well, actually, I don't know that Nola's been destroyed. Actually.
Well, we really just need a path down the mountain. We don't need.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to Glorp and ask. So when we leave, which way are we gonna go?
Oh, he points like due east. You follow path east. It go down mountain. Basically, the only place on here you haven't explored.
Okay. All right. I'm also going to ask him. Is that well guarded by the other Cyclops?
Oh yes, we protect city, town, village, whatever he wants to call it. Yes, there are guards in front of gate.
That's good. That keeps the village protected.
We also have animals and food near front gate too.
Oh, do the slaves tend to those?
Yes.
Hi. Say hi.
So, Glorp, how often do the slaves go out to tend to the food?
Often.
Have they been out today to tend to the food?
Not yet. They go. He like looks at the sky. They go soon.
That's good because we'll need a lot of food tonight. I'm gonna say that in giant, and then I'm gonna look back at the party and relay the information that I just got.
Nice.
So Glorp tells me that the slaves should be heading out soon to tend to the crops. I'm assuming they have fields of crops outside the gates, and that may be our chance to get them out without. And I'm gonna look specifically at when without having to kill all the Cyclops.
You're the.
I know.
It wasn't looking at you like you're the one who wants to free them.
Oh, don't act like you don't want to free them too.
No, Wen is very much like, we're just trying to free them. This is all your idea. I'm just coming up with ideas.
Okay, that might be true, but don't act like you don't want to.
It's not my fault Wen was trained as a spy and automatically thinks, okay, let's assassinate the fucking Cyclops.
Yeah, no, that's I'm surprised Barry didn't come up with
Oh
that.
no! Like all right. Well, that I'm not gonna explain. I think it's better if we have this misunderstanding.
Yes, this is amazing.
Did you say any of that out loud, or were we just?
Wen is just like, yes, I want to free them. That was just the only idea I could think of. Okay. Was the best.
Well, we don't have to poison animals to figure out if we can poison the giants.
To see if we. That was to see if I could purify the poison out of the water so we could dose the common food. Okay.
I might cross my arms and be like, it didn't work, did it?
I wasn't even the one who came up with that plan. I'm pretty sure it was Dante, wasn't it?
I think it was Barry that brought up the poison.
Barry brought up the poison.
Yeah, no, it was Barry.
Barry, are you saying anything right now?
I just kind of picture Barry just like
He's like picking dandelions or something.
Yeah. You guys were talking about a poison. I just got one that I took out one that I had because you guys are talking about it.
Oh, here come the claws.
I just had something that you guys
fight.
Someone said, "Oh, I could make a poison."
I was gonna make a sleeping poison or something.
Okay.
You're the one that busted up
sleep. It's fine.
Hey, they're guaranteed death.
I mean, you didn't ask what type of poison. You just said you want...
Oh God.
I'm gonna stop talking to everyone and be like, I'm gonna look over at Glorp and saying, Giant, isn't it time that the slaves go out to tend to the crops? The food.
He like looks up. I guess it time. Little early, but we can take them out.
You think it would be okay if we helped you escort them?
Glorp not sure. That not request often.
Well, I mean, we're like Loki loves us, and I'm gonna gesture to the whole party. Of course he would love us to help with such an important task.
Give me a second there.
All right, what do you want me to roll?
No.
Come on, it should be opposed.
It's he already failed it. That's fine. Roll me persuasion. I'm trying to get him to do something.
Let's see if he. Okay, 10.
Yeah, he rolled below that.
I mean, this is like Dumb and Dumber trying to convince each other.
Yeah,
because I have a -3 to persuasion and performance.
Yeah,
so.
he rolled an 8 and has a -4.
Okay, so yeah, this is like Dumb and Dumber trying to.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, as the DM, I'm ready for you guys to move on beyond the Cyclops.
What if I want to stay here?
Yeah. Okay, bye, Barry. Yeah. So you did that not request often, but yeah, it is important. Glorp should have help with slaves. Yes, Glorp help with you get slaves helping. And it looks like he confused himself mid-sentence.
Yeah, that sounds right, Glorp. Let's get these slaves out in the fields. They need to get to work.
Okay, Glorp walks back and just easily, he's just like one finger lifts the little latch that Wind struggled so hard on. And then obviously he goes to get the other one. I'm not going to move all the freaking tokens, guys. He comes back with the all the humans. I feel dirty every time I say that word, slaves. I'm just going to say humans from now. And you guys are all with Glorp, kind of escorted with all the other humans through here. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up so you can see.
I mean, you could call them volunteers.
Yeah, I could.
Because some of them do want to volunteer.
Yeah.
Has anybody watched Pointy Hat on YouTube?
I have not.
Okay. I like his term. He says interns. Because he's mostly talking about warlock patrons and stuff. So he's talking about interns.
Yeah. Like internment camp. Yeah, that makes sense.
Interns, yeah. There's a reason we call them that.
Yeah.
Well, they're unpaid, but
all right. All right. So Glorp leads you guys through the rest of the town here with the humans. Some of the humans go in, and dang it, I will have to move some of these. Several of the humans go into the pen here. There's a few horses in here. Yeah. As well as some other legged animals. And as you guys make your way over here, some of the other humans are helping over here. Oh, if I can grab it. Can't grab. There we go. All right. Just, oh, geez. Actually, that's probably how big he should be, but it's fine. Helping with the sorting the food stores here. These two are intimately watching them sort the food, making sure they don't steal food. Apparently there's been food going missing or something. Who knows? And this is just a placeholder for there's more. You know.
Approximately how many have we lost to these placeholders?
At least half.
Okay.
So you guys make your way all the way down here, and humans last. And as Glorp gets to the gate, Kurgis, you'd understand this in Giant. There's a bit of a discussion why there are extra humans along with you, and Glorp is like, they're Loki favorites. They want to help with the other humans doing the work, that sort of deal. There is a tenuous moment where they both are like looking at Glorp like he's trying to help them escape, and then it passes, and they kind of relinquish a little bit and open the gate for everyone else, and you guys are easily able. And I'm not gonna. There we go. You guys are easily able to move your way down the mountain with the humans and Glorp.
And we didn't have to kill anybody.
But there's still half the slaves. I mean, okay. All right. So we go out.
Yeah, you go out, and there is a field of it is actually wheat. Makes sense what these houses are thatched with at this point. But they go out and they're working in the fields of wheat while the others are tending to animals and sorting food that is brought in from the Cyclopses that are hunting and foraging and the like. So what do you guys? In fact, let's do this because it's almost 9 anyway. Let's go ahead and stop here for the week. We'll meet back up next week and we'll give you guys a full week to decide how you want to handle this situation. Because at current, you could technically slip away, leaving half the humans there, or you could go back, poison all the Cyclopses and take everyone out, or find a third option that isn't quite so genocidal. Hopefully. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think so, but we'll try.
I have two things that I want to do, but I don't know how it's gonna work. But
Look,
we'll see.
I have an idea, but I have no idea if it's gonna work or not. It would depend on how Gabe would let me use minor illusion.
Well, I like letting you use it as it's written, so as long as it's written so that you can do that, then you should be fine.
Well, it's one of those. It's very vague on certain things.
I see. I don't find that for most spells.
Well, it says you can create a sound. Its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, somebody else's voice, a lion roar, and beast drum, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if I could just like continuously cast it to try to play a message from quote unquote Loki.
I mean, you can if you think you know what Loki's voice sounds like, because you got to remember that most of them have talked to Loki, or at least some of them.
I'm planning on doing the full-on divine lights shining down kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, because what I'm planning on doing is doing some.
Okay, so here's
combination I thought of earlier.
so hang on. Here's the gotcha with this. So it's actually pretty clear on this. You can create a sound or an image. You cannot do both.
I know. I was planning on creating the sound. I was just using the light shining down as like a metaphor.
Okay.
I mean, also, I have thaumaturgy. I can just yell.
That too.
Oh man. Well, which you guys